Just so you know, we weren't yet.
But it's so frustrating when you damage brand new, hard-earned money. But the beautiful part about a Wham Bam plate that I love is that a little of the steel wool that comes with it, a little bit of scrub-a-dub-dub, and a wipe, and it's hardly noticeable now. Like, I don't know if you can even see that. Can you, Lama? Can you see even?
I can see it says Wham Bam on it. That's about it.
Yeah, but you see the little oval kind of going from the A over to the WH.
Sort of, now that you pointed out, it doesn't really look like much.
Right. So it's dead smooth there. On this edge, I bet you it's not. So, oh, it's Bob.
Hi,
Bob. Gonna give me a hard time tonight.
It's Bob. Isn't there like a song for that from some sitcom or something? It's Bob.
I don't know.
I don't either.
But yeah, this part's definitely scratched. Whatever. That's why I bought spares.
Yeah. Honestly, I like the PEX. Don't get me wrong. It's nice. Regular old PEI is just as good. And the one thing I prefer the PEI over the PEX for is I found PEX needs, that extra 15, 20 degrees to work.
So for this
that printer won't get that hot.
For this test, I put it to I use my temperature gauge.
What's up, TK? You want to jump in?
Jump in. It got to
throw it out there in a while.
Needed to get to 65 in order to get 60 on the plate on the surface. So that's not bad. Now I didn't have the squish dialed in properly because I was worried that I just damaged the plate. So
that is one freaking humongous goddamn printer, dude. I want to see that rocket. Where's that rocket?
The kids broke it after I broke it.
Oh, you broke it?
Yeah, I broke it first.
You showed a picture of it, but I couldn't really. So tell
I did the
scale.
I did the usual squeeze test, and of course the top went.
Oh,
so then So then I gave it to my kids, and they've subsequently ripped the top off of it and stuffed it full of smaller rockets and Matter Hacker spills.
So I wish the wind would calm down. I originally was going to do a stream tonight. I was thinking about it since no one else was. And I was going to take my iPad out and I was going to start a fire and drink beers and wines and whatever at the fire. But it's a little windy out. And I am kind of in a forested area. And there's a lot of wood chips around from where I've been hacking down trees and leaves and stuff. So I'm a little concerned. So I don't think I'm going to do it tonight.
And leaves.
Yeah, well, I had a massive amount of trees ripped out in front of the house to clear the power lines. We're getting scared of the power lines getting taken out. So I had them all cut down. Like 6 or 8 of them. Big ones. Probably 4 or 5 cord of wood out in my yard. Fireworks. People are blowing off fireworks. It's a freaking month away.
It's Memorial. No, is it Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah, it's Memorial Day here.
Yeah.
4th of July is everyone's having a big deal because they opened the beaches today here.
I've been seeing. So they opened a couple parks. They opened some parks up back in Canada, and people just went stupid. Like some stupidity. But I saw some pictures from all over the States today, and it's just double the stupidity. But yeah.
I am really surprised. I've got to say, because I was expecting. I went out and did all my stuff real early this morning because the shopping center opened early for us. Because it's a beach town, so everyone knows what happens. So the shopping center say the beaches are going to open. They've been open, blah, blah, blah. We're going to open a half hour early for any locals that want to go shopping. So I went and did that. I still got stuck there for an hour and a half because I forgot the pharmacy wasn't open. I had to get my mother's drugs. But anyways, so I did all my crap. And I've been out a couple of times today, just, down the end of the driveway and stuff. And talked to a few friends that, were driving by and stuff. And people have been, the place is empty. I guess they finally, last weekend, the place was packed with all the signs out. We had the big State Street signs, with the blinking lights and everything, with the big generator going, saying the beaches are closed. People are still trying to get into the beaches. Now, what makes it worse is we're doing all the state and federal mandated water cleanup for the septics on the shoreline. Okay. Anyone with a septic system within a half a mile of the shore has to go to a city supplied septic. No more septic straight into the ground. It's the sound. Blah blah blah. So, and the feds are paying for it. Feds and states are all paying for it. There's a grant we got for clean the sound grant, whatever. So not only is it there are cops like at every street going down to the beach, but there's like backhoes and excavators and stuff. And these people are trying to get down there anyways. Big sign saying, this weekend, nobody's here. It's gorgeous out. But the only downside to going to the beach today is it was actually kind of chilly and windy. It was sunny and warm, sunny, but it wasn't that warm. It was only like 60, so I could see not going to the beach. But, I mean, the whole state opened up today. All the parks opened up. All the beaches opened up. You'd think they'd all be down here. And they really aren't, especially on a holiday weekend.
It'll come.
Oh, it normally does. I mean, it's normally you walk down the end of my driveway and it's a parking lot on the road this time of year. It's just every weekend it'll be a parking lot at the end of my driveway. It'll be a parking lot in the morning as they're all trying to get there, and it'll be a parking lot in the afternoon when they're all trying to leave at the same time. Nobody can be intelligent. Well, that didn't work.
No, it was broken anyways.
You need a bigger nozzle.
I got them.
What are you running on that? Just a 0.4?
Just a 0.4 for right now. I got to get it dialed in first.
Oh no, put the 0.8 on there and dial it in with a 0.6 or a 0.8. I'd put a 0.8 on that thing in a heartbeat. Did you do that with vase mode? It will not split apart like that. I mean, you can make it if you really beat on it, but I made another heat fan duct thing real quick for this thing over here. And I'm just not in the mood to put it on. I've been in this like slump of doing anything lately. I get in like a mood to go outside and I work in the yard for an hour, and then like for the next 48 hours I don't want to do a damn thing. I did make chocolate lasagna today. That was pretty good. I'd never done that before.
I changed the tires on my car yesterday, and I
rotated or got
no, changed it from the winters over to the.
Oh yeah, you guys are still doing that. We don't even do that around here anymore. We don't get enough snow. We need snow tires anymore.
It's for the Honda Civic. It's a small little printer or a little car, and it's a printer. It's a small little car, and my wife drives it around for work. So.
So yeah.
I sold the other one today.
Sold the other what? The big monstrosity?
The other Predator. So now I've got room for when the MK3 shows up. Or when I buy another printer.
You weren't going to see that thing until like next year.
MK3.
Oh, no, you got an MK3, not a mini, huh?
Yeah, I want an
MK3. They're actually somewhat shipping on time, aren't they?
About 4 or 5 weeks.
No, that's weird. I don't know. If I were Prusa, I'd seriously considering having like an assembly factory here in the States where he just has a small set of people that just build the kits and ship them out. I know.
The problem right now isn't their manufacturing. It's getting the stuff in.
That's kind of come to a halt too, though. Because China's been back for, what, a month now?
That doesn't mean much of anything.
No.
It still takes a month to get stuff shipped by container and stuff like that.
Plus, everything's being held at the borders now. They make everything sit for 2 days, and Jesus Christ, that was loud. I wonder who's got the fireworks. Somebody local. That was like a quarter stick or something. Somebody just blew off. Did you guys hear that? Remember when we used to blow the cannon off in the backyard? It used to be fun.
Holy jeez, get up.
What's up, Mike? Jump in if you want. Scroll back a little on the chat, and the link's there. You can jump right in.
Holy crackarolies.
Would you hack it up reverse again?
I set the offset, but it just pile drive right in.
That's the problem with deltas, man. It's hard to do.
It wasn't doing this before, so I don't know what the.
It's like that Creality, the new Creality auto leveling unit.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that thing.
Well, I mean, it's a brilliant idea, except for one thing. You have to have the nozzle hot, otherwise the offset's going to be off because there's going to be a chunk of filament sticking out the bottom of the nozzle.
Apparently, it heats to 120 to do the test, to do the leveling.
Still going to have a ball of goo there.
Wow, this Wham Bam sheet is dead already.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
It only hits on the outer edge, doesn't it?
No, it's hitting in the middle now.
The middle of it. You were outside today.
I was outside yesterday.
Well, you got a sunburned forehead.
Yeah.
You can see the bright redness when you lean just right. You got skull burn.
God dang it.
Yeah, I got people blowing off fireworks and crap over here. We don't care. Parties are party. Noises are noises. You llamaed it. You llamaed your Wham Bam.
Oh, yeah, I llamaed it. I'm not overly concerned. I have another packet somewhere. Where is it? There's 3 more circles. 3 more for my other printer. 3 more for another printer. I figured when I was making a big order, now's the perfect time to order more sheets because
you must have to pay for bucks and Wham Bam right there, if not more.
Yeah, what's the problem?
Must be nice having money when you're not working. I got no money. No money. And because I've been out of work for more than a year and a half, I didn't even get a stimulus check.
They didn't stimulate you?
Nope. And because my father passed before that, he didn't get a stimulus check. So I can't even steal that. He passed just before they were handing them out.
Wonder if I need to.
My brother registered it. Not that it mattered because they just take it away if you submit it afterwards.
I got to make some sort of flips to go on either side to help with alignment on this thing. There's a big giant pizza plate trying to slap it back down in the spot.
Yeah, I don't even try and get it aligned. I usually deliberately out of alignment, but I'm not working with round too. You're dealing with the
round is hard, yeah.
Yeah, you have to get it closer or else it might screw up. Although, I mean, how often are you actually building the full build plate anyways? If you're off a half an inch one way or the other, it probably won't.
No, but I like it.
Yeah, I know. I do too a lot of times. That's one thing I don't like about this thing is it's got the power clip is in the back and it sticks up, so I can't actually. Some of my plates are bigger than the build box plate is. Some of the flex plates, and I can't slide it back farther and kind of center it. It's always shifted forward because it bumps into the clip.
I wonder if I got to re-level it now that I changed the Z offset. I'll try that.
I had a major bummer today, boy. I got it pretty good, though. That came out pretty damn good considering. I told you.
No, what's that?
Well, it's a fan duct, but I rebuilt my computer the other day. That's what all that swearing on Twitter was about. All the passwords and reset and everything. Guess what? The one thing I didn't save didn't back up
Any of your profiles?
any of them. All my slicing settings are gone.
That reminds me, I got to back mine up again. I do it regularly so I have 2 1 terabyte drives in my computer. So I back up all my STLs and all my slicer stuff to the secondary one once every month or so.
Well, I have 2 backup drives. I have one that's I call my drag and drop, which is just I drag stuff and drop on it, and then I have a true, I run Apple's backup, and I
have a true external as well.
Yeah, well, both of mine are external, but I go to back it up, because I've installed a new operating system. I immediately back it up, and my backup drive shit to bed. It keeps loading up, and the minute I go to back up to it, it like freaks out and shuts down. It runs fine as long as I don't train, but now I can't pull my backups off of it because I can pull my. I don't know if you ever used Apple's little.
It's been a while.
But you can pull. You don't have to back up a whole thing of it. You can go in and just pull a file out of it somewhere. So I could just gone in and grab my Idea Maker files and profiles and pulled them back out. Nope. Backup disk drive is toast.
I'm going to make that. That needs to be a request then for Prusa Slicer going forward.
What?
Is optional, cloud-based to your Prusa printer's account backup of your.
I think they do already.
Like a cloud-based. So no, you can do you can save configuration snapshots and stuff like that, and then reload. So if you make a bunch of changes, you can reload the snapshot instead of having to re-import all your settings. But just being able to back them up automatically to the cloud.
Yeah, because Raise does that now too. Raise does do that. They have a whole cloud. You can do everything on the cloud now. I'm not big on the cloud. I'd rather do it to my local hard drive. I just find it
both.
Better. I don't like the cloud.
Motion, bed leveling.
And Idea Maker just came out with a beta this week too, which I haven't really
leveled a bit.
There is some new crap on it though. They make it a lot easier to install a non-Idea Maker printer into profiles. There used to be you kind of just installed an Idea Maker one and then changed all the settings in it. Now it comes right up and says other.
Saw a video of somebody talking about how they wanted to put a Delta in Idea Maker and it wouldn't work. They had to set custom displays and custom this.
They changed that like a year ago.
Yeah, it was. I looked at it then after the fact. It was an older video.
Yeah. That was a big stink, and Idea Maker kept going. We don't care. We don't do deltas. This slicer is really for our printers.
Yeah, which is kind of narrow-minded. Like you need to, if you're going to make a slicer, make it for.
Well, that was just the thing. They're like, our priority is our printers. Everything else is secondary. And then they're like, you know what? Everything seems to be working. We got time. We're going to add the deltas. So they did. They did last September. They added the deltas, I think.
I'm noticing the chat for the first time in a while. Chris Travis asked if the Wham Bam is surfaced on both sides. It is plain. You actually surface it yourself, which is the one sticking point that I'm not a fan of. If I could make a global change to Wham Bam setups, it would be that the PEX sheet comes on it when it comes.
Oh, you got to steel wool it.
And then all you got to do is it's already got, you just got to peel this protective sheet off of it and steel wool it, and then you're done.
That's all you do.
No, the PEX sheet comes separate. You have to stick down the magnet, then you put your plate on top of it, and then you got to put the PEX sheet on yourself.
I prefer that because I don't necessarily always want to put their PEX sheet on. I bought a couple of plates.
I think it should be an option. I think you should have it.
For an extra $5, you can have them apply it for you.
No, just choose yes or no.
It's still $5. It takes work, time, energy.
Sure, $5.
You got to pay somebody to do that.
I would like that option.
or get a machine, which you still got to pay somebody to feed the machine because the machine's better because the machine's going to give you a bubbleless contact.
I've gotten good at doing them that I'm not worried about it. I did this one in like 5 minutes. I got to do this one. Since you want to talk about spending a few bucks on stuff.
Now, you just bought extra flex plates and tech sheets, right? Yeah, that's too big.
That is...
I keep thinking I want to go bigger than my 300, and I'm like, I never filled 300 because I'm not patient enough to do like a 5-week print. I just don't have the patience for it.
410 by 410. Like I can make it take up half my screen. If I didn't like somebody, I could just attack them with this, and it would it
would hurt.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so that's for the Chiron is a big giant ass.
Yeah, the textures do now. Tim used to do it either or. I think he charged like $5 or $7 to have it applied if you wanted. You could buy it like I always buy mine. I'll buy like a flex plate and then 2 or 3 different surfaces that I want to apply because I want to choose which one to apply when and to what.
Right.
Sometimes I'm buying a new one that I wouldn't mind having it, but I'm buying 2 or 3 more that I'm going to apply to an old one that I'm going to clean up and replace. I'm almost to the point where what is that? Is that their new build?
It's not new, but that is the PC.
Oh, so that's the same as Tim's stuff.
I don't know what to do. It's not super crazy texture. I mean, you can see it, right? Like you can see some texture in there. I wanted to try it. All this talk about it, and I don't like to talk about something that I don't mind talking about it per se, but I don't like to smash something that I don't know personally.
Just continue doing them. I got to find somebody else that carries that same sheet. I mean, I know it's just a PC sheet.
This could be the answer. Because you could always buy, if it didn't have the exact size you needed, you could just buy oversized and shave it.
That's what I do.
But
cut it down and
I want to see what it can do.
I love it for PLA, dude.
I like to try things myself personally as opposed to just
put it this way, dude. When was the last time you seen me use blue tape?
A couple weeks ago.
A couple of months ago. Years ago. It's about a year.
Oh, I for bed surface? Maybe not. But for leveling your bed?
Oh, yeah. I still use it for leveling my bed. Why not? It's easier than trying to deal with auto bed leveling.
Yeah.
You know what else is cool about these I've noticed? You want to do a little stupid trick? And actually, you can do it on the pecs, too. If you take a permanent marker, and it's really cool if you use like the metallics, you can draw a pattern on the pad in reverse.
And then print on
it. And when it pops off, it sticks on the print.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
It melts right into the plastic, too, so it doesn't come off.
See, I'm not, as much as I'm upset that it's scraped, I'm not overly concerned because that was a skirt line. It's a few lines. It's not the end of the world. It's not a big, giant print. But I generally print bigger things. So I'll wait for the bed to get real gnarly, and then I will.
StreamYards is streaming. Is somebody normally streaming about now?
Josh? But Josh hasn't been streaming in a while because his internet was it went downhill. But he's getting that cable put in. Shoot him a message, see if he wants to come hang out, I guess. I don't know.
Good. There's for some reason I normally don't stream Sunday nights. I don't stream nights much at all anymore, but there's always like work hockey or somebody streaming.
All right.
It is a holiday weekend here in the States, so a lot of people are out hot dogging it and drinking. Although I might have to start drinking.
Let's see if we crash the bed again this time. Oh, Sergio's in the chat.
Yep.
My HVAC buddy.
We have Bob and Chris and more Bob and TK, which is surprising. You don't get to see TK very often anymore. And more Bob and more
TK
Chris.
all the damn
more
time.
Bob,
I just don't see him on chat.
and Michael and more TK and Bob and Chris and more Michael and some more Michael and some more
and
Chris.
Lightspeed.
And some Chris. Oh, Lightspeed's in there now too. What's up?
Lightspeed, you missed it. I got a pizza plate. A big giant ass 380 round. Like literally, that's a medium, maybe a large pizza.
It is a large pizza.
That's a large pizza.
It's a medium pizza, yeah.
Well,
it depends on what store you go to. If you go in to get, what is it? Greeks are going to be smaller and fatter.
I'm just thinking like Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut, that's definitely a large. That's a large Pizza Hut pizza.
Yeah. See, New York style is like real thin cardboard, but the pizzas are freaking huge. They're like a meter across. But they're really, really thin. It's like super duper thin. But it's still good. I love all pizza.
Perfect.
I love freaking thick pan pizza. I like square pizza. I like Elio's pizza, for crying out loud. I like pizza. I just bought stuff so I can make Thomas's English muffins pizzas tomorrow. That's going to be lunch. I like pizza. I like the stupid frozen pizzas. But the only kind of pizza I have a hard time choking down is, coming out of the microwave at a gas station. That's a little pushing it for me. I'll eat it. Hungry.
You know what I didn't do? And this is why the offset was lying to me. Is I leveled the bed.
Because you're a dumbass?
No, I leveled the bed, and then I neglected to save the settings. So I think it pulled the last mesh, which was however much smaller or how much lower, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And neglected is just an uppity way of saying dumbass.
Uh-huh. Whatever. If this doesn't pop off the bed, I'll be surprised, and then I can adjust the offset some more.
I don't know if I want to glue this on yet or not, because I want to make sure it's going to hit.
Because the first layer is not really sticking nice, so
that's going to put out some serious air. All in one direction for now, but it should work.
Set. What do I see? Oh, it's Dan 3D.
What's up, Dan? Starting your 3D printing things. You want to come in, Dan, and hang out?
Lightspeed's all about his electric car, not his electric printers.
I like his car. I like those.
I love it. It's fantastic.
I've been kind of, I don't want to say anti-electric car. I always thought it was a good idea. The few I've had come in contact with, I was never happy with. I do really like, I've got a few friends that have had for years now, the hybrids.
My mother-in-law has got a hybrid Camry. It's nice for her, right? It's
the first one I ever got in contact with was when I was doing the mountain biking, and I was the president of Mountain Biking Association here. And the lady who ran the state park, or the town park, helped us drive in because she had this SUV. She's like, "Oh, I'll put your trailer. My van won't go through the woods. It just doesn't have enough traction." She's like, "I'll put it on my freaking SUV and we'll tow it out there." It's a dirt road. It's kind of, it's out in the woods, but it's still a road.
Right.
So I want to take my van up and down, but an SUV, I'll have no problems. My van was all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, I'd have no problem. But anyways, so we hook our trailer up and I hop in, and it's like a mile into the woods or so. And we're going up this big, long, graded hill, which is why I didn't want to take the van. And it's pretty steep. And our car's, it just stops. The gas engine just stops.
Yeah.
All I could think of in my head, because I had no idea this thing was a hybrid, I'm going, oh, crap. We're stuck out in the middle of the woods with this lady's car, on a trailer. This is going to be my fault because I had her to use the trailer. And all of a sudden, my eyes pop out of my head. She looks at me and bursts out laughing. She goes, "You don't realize this thing's a hybrid, do you?" And we're running out of battery power.
Yeah, no, the one thing I'm not a big fan of and that's just me, is the newer like F-150s and stuff like that. When you stop at a light, there's this timer, and it shuts the engine off, and then it starts back up when you start to go.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of freaky. I don't like that. It's disconcerting.
The like Lightspeed saying that this thing's fast. Like electric cars are torque.
Oh, it's
torque.
Yep. Yeah, that's when we were pulling that trailer up the hill. It went to the electric because the electric has more nut.
Yep.
Than the gas does, which is kind of funny. I was doing that when they were cutting my trees down. The guys were out doing it, and they gave me a pretty good deal. So I was out like helping them break up the brush and cut down the branches. And I whipped out my little toy electric chainsaw. It's only got 1 foot, but it works. And they all start laughing, and I'm out there, and they're like, me. And I'm just like, zip, 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 zip. And, there's cuts faster. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But they're going, me, 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 me. I've already got 3 branches cut before they get theirs even started.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's a slower cut, but you get more done because you don't have to play with it. No gas, no oil. I mean, you do have chain oil, but there's no maintenance. It's like you take the chain and the bar off and you hit it with a garden hose and leave it alone. Thing's fine. Throw some chain oil on it every time you fire it up, and that's it. I want an electric mountain bike. Nah. If you're gonna go mountain biking, you got to pedal. There's something about electric mountain bikes. For one, they're outlawed here. You can't run an electric mountain bike on the trails here because they're too much like motorcycles.
Really?
They have too much torque.
Right.
They tear up the trail. The motorcycles we don't allow out here, not because, there's anything wrong with them. We used to let them in some of the areas, but you get the kids out there, they go, wee, and just sit there and freaking rip up the trail. So just riding, which, I did too when I was a kid and riding a motorcycle, but I still say we were having that fight when I left the mountain biking association thingy because I stopped riding. But when I was president, I kept going, we need to designate some trails where motorcycles can go. And they're like,
if the park
is trails and everything, I'm like, they got to have a place to ride. They want to ride. They're fun. I like riding them. They're fun. It's fun to ride a motorcycle through the freaking woods. Get over it. If you don't like it, that's your problem. 2, if we don't give them someplace legal to ride, they're just going to ride everywhere and tear up everything wherever it's convenient because they got no other place to go. They have no. So if you give them a designated spot, and you can't just give them the crappiest spot, you have to give them a designated spot and say, you can ride here. They're going to go there and ride. And, because they're going to group up and hang out and, back each other up and start taking care of their own trails. But you got to give them a place to do it. You can't just say, no, they suck. They're not going to be able to ride anywhere. It's like, no, it's like anything else. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not fun.
Exactly.
I've been reading throughout time. I've been reading the assembly instructions for my upcoming printer. I just got to the part where I get to eat some candy, but I don't have any candy.
You don't have a printer.
Oh, that's minor things, Llama. Minor.
I think what you should do, dude, is now go out and
buy. I don't want to do.
You do.
I do all the time, but not on camera.
You are do. But I think you should go out and get all the parts to build a SKR bear frame Prusa and build them side by side and compare them.
I am not made of money, sir. I just bought a bunch of Wham Bam stuff.
You are made of money if you can afford Wham Bam crap.
Lightspeed's all behind and shit. I bought a Prusa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lightspeed's not up to
I have this too. This is my Predator. My lovely Predator.
His second Predator that he is.
No, I only have one. I got one, Dan.
You got rid of the other one?
I sold it today.
Good. So I was going to say, because you had two, and I knew
I had
you were
two.
looking to sell one.
I took this one that was sitting here. It was looming over my head. Like it felt so looming. I took it down and I packed it all up in a box and I posted it for sale. And by the end of the day, it was sold.
It is amazing how quickly someone wants to get into 3D printing when they find a 3D printer for sale in their area.
This is their second printer.
Nice.
They wanted to start upgrading their other Delta, which is an FL Sun, but they felt that it didn't have the beef and the size that they wanted to sink the money into.
Yeah.
So he went looking for a bigger Delta and found mine.
Nice.
Well, found the Predator and then has been keeping his eye open for Delta printers overall.
So like, your Ryobi drill powered. Couple little Ryobi drills there. You pull the triggers and each wheel turns. Yeah,
I may or may not have modified my my Alien 3D gift.
You got an MK3.
I got an MK3.
Yes. Yeah, an MK3.
Yeah. What does it say? Brokebackmountain.com?
Yeah, it says brokebackboreo.com. Yeah. Broken. It says broken. It says should say broken record Boreo. It does. Yeah, it's brokenrecordboreo.com because why not advertise the domain name that Butreon made me or had talked up that one evening, so I registered it and
Lightspeed, I did not get an MMU2S yet. I want one.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
But it's an extra 500 Canadian dollars. Canadian dollars for that. So
Canadian monies.
Yeah. Syrup buck. So I'm gonna hold off on that for now.
So,
and
it's a couple extra maple leafs he can't afford to spare.
I call it maple tree money.
Yeah, it's a few maple leafs later. I might find one. You never know. I mean, I can always order one after the fact.
Yeah, it's the nice part about 3D printing is a lot of parts can be considered add-ons, not necessary now. They can always be purchased and put on later.
Yeah. Well, and the nice part is so there's a place in Canada that generally sells Prusa kits and stuff like that, but they're out. But they do have MMUs available. MMU 2S, $449.99. Then I'd add shipping, and taxes, $5.25-ish, probably. So.
Oh, why isn't my duct cooling my freaking print, man?
Just, I would love to be able to put the palette and the MMU2 side by side, head to head. Hell, have the palette feeding the MMU2.
Kind of like
what Joel did.
Yeah, with the
MMU2
whatever all tied together
has got five outputs, right? Or 5 inputs.
It's 5 now. It used to be 4, right?
Canada gives out free money. I'm going to Canada.
Yeah, I don't get free money because I don't work, so I don't get free money. But I get free money because I don't work.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Money. You get
just from different locations. That's all.
Money. Well, your wife works too, right?
Yeah, she's at home right now, but yeah. She works for the school board, so she's shut down.
Yeah.
She works for a school board.
But she's still doing stuff at home. It's just she doesn't have to go anywhere or do anything.
Is that like a 2x4 or an oak board? Yeah.
Well, if it's like any of the board meetings I've gone to, they're quite boring, and the name fits quite well when they call it a board meeting because you're usually pretty bored during said meeting. And up until this human malware thing, I had to go to every meeting that they had. So once a month, I had to sit there for 1 to 5 hours, depending on the topic of conversation, and do this.
Look at that. My other store. Oh, sold out. Bastards. The other location that I like to get stuff from has the MMU2 available.
Yes, Bob. I am having fun playing with this. In case you didn't notice what that says now, we'll let it run for a minute. See if you guys can make that out.
Llama Llama Ding Dong.
Yeah, I don't have my head on. Oh well.
It's at 3D Printing Llama.
It says at 3D Printing Llama.
Like there's an echo in here.
Well, I know what you said, but I was just repeating it because Llama usually doesn't hear over somebody else when they talk. So I was trying to be courteous and repeat myself or repeat you for him.
I just don't hear anymore. I'm old and deaf. Get over it.
You popped off, didn't you?
Yeah, you could build your own, says Mr. Lightspeed.
I'm guessing you need to attach to that.
Mr. Lightspeed does say that you could, 3D print the parts and then get some stepper motors and build your own.
It could. And I might.
may not have said all that, but
I might. I don't know.
It could be a nice little project for you in this time of this downtime.
Wait, am I surprised that this popped off? Hang on.
No, I don't see where you would be surprised by that. It's small surface area.
No, the surface area is fine. It's the
it's the lack of squish. Oh yeah, there's like no squish there.
That's because I was dialing in the layer as it was putting those down.
Yeah, so you wound up with a first layer of no squishiness.
But this is what happens when you crash the bed twice and then get gun shy.
Yeah. Well, right now, thanks to our good friend Mr. Polymaker, I am currently working. This printer right here is currently making the first of possibly two speakers, most likely two speakers, to sit on the desk. So I'm actually doing the 3D printed.
How did Lightspeed know that this was mini Wakaki by 2 feet that don't even connect to anything?
Well, that's
reading that in Discord.
He must have been hanging out in the Discord.
Mr. Lightspeed and Mr. Warcocky. I don't know what goes on there. Is that like a love-hate? Is that a hate-hate? Is that a love-love? I don't know what goes on there.
I don't. I just
don't know that when you do things like this, and you're like, look at this. It's the ultimate extruder knob. And then somebody says,
I'm going to actually...
It has no penis. See?
But none of them have penises.
Yeah.
No, actually, sorry. That's a lie, and I'm apologizing right now. Mini Dr. Manhattan has penis. There is a mini dude.
Mini dude?
Yeah, so this is the regular Dr. Manhattan with his loincloth. However, there is another Dr. Manhattan with his junk out.
Isn't that nice? Now, is that
it is the only mini dude with junk.
But is that a Wexter or is that a modified Wexter?
No, this Wexter.
No, I mean like with the junk out was a Wexter.
Yeah, no, that's veteran.
Oh, see how he is. He will.
No,
he will do some.
It was screen accurate. No, screen accurate.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I got like 4 or 5 screws down here underneath this.
You got a few screws loose, Llama.
Mr. Skew, we're having a talk of 3D peen. It's a 3D peen conversation.
A mini Warcocky conversation.
Well, everybody says that his little mini looks like a it's Llama stream, so I don't want to be rude and ignorant like we would do all of ours.
Fuck you, be as fucking rude as you fucking want. How's that?
Okay, well that being said, it looks like a fucking
I didn't think that through.
Looks like a dick. That's what everybody says. They say that it looks like a dick.
No, they say Chris is a dick. You're missing.
Well, he is a dick, which means that his mini would be accurate. It looks like
with his screen accurate.
I don't know. I've never, as much as those would think, I have not actually fondled the Chris's bits.
Wow, I like how we went all the way to fondle.
Yes, I have not fondled the bits.
I'm guessing I didn't think that thing through.
No, doesn't look like it. It looks like it might be off a bit.
Did you measure it at all, Llama?
No, come on, measure. The hell's that? That's like reading directions.
Llama's whole thing is print 3 times to get it accurate.
Right.
Don't
Print
measure
3.
and then print. It's print and then just say, "Oh shit," and start again.
I do it nice because I do it twice.
Or
you do it
times,
wrong
or
because
4
you're
times.
Llama.
I'm a llama.
It is the Rama Llama.
Have you ever seen a llama? Get the llama duck.
You know what? I'm going to put the Z offset back to what it was. I think it was the fact that I put the bed on there, leveled it, and then didn't store the settings.
So we're firing up Fusion because that's an easy change, and I can just print another one out. It only takes about an hour.
Yep.
That big ass 0.8 nozzle. This is with a 0.8 nozzle, by the way. That is pretty darn nice.
It looks good.
And that's just guessing at my settings because dumbass me lost all my settings.
Because we had to start over on our pewter. So since we had to start over on our pewter.
Because we own a Mac.
Yeah.
No, that was just. I do that Mac or PC. Even my PCs I haven't done it in years. I usually
Bob, I had Timbits
every
this
year
morning.
religiously Mac or PC.
He does it twice, and then the third time he llamed it.
Yeah.
Timbit?
Nope. Llama.
Oh, Llama.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I llamaed it right from the beginning, man.
Yeah. If you don't llama it, I have to wonder who's
double
llamaing it.
quadruple llamaed it. All right.
That whole
Fusion.
bullshit of I do it nice, so I do it twice. You do it llama.
Yeah,
you do it. Llama.
The llama way of doing things is just keep doing it till you get it and piss, moan, complain, and cuss about it the whole way through.
Nah, I really don't. Password crap making me do stuff I do not want to do. Pisses me off. I mean, that I don't need or want and making me do it because they just decide. It's like putting the news thing on Macs and PCs automatically in the OS, the news feed. I don't want my damn news feed on my computer. No need for it. If I want to watch the news, I'll put it on the damn TV. I don't want it on my computer. Ever. Period. I don't want Apple TV on my computer. I don't want news feed. I don't want photo booths. I don't want books. I don't want FaceTime. I want all that crap.
Getting it all.
We don't want you to FaceTime either, Llama, but yet here we are hanging out with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it is what it is. You can just
All right.
Apple for force feeding you everything.
She blows. No, the problem is I have a really long cord, Sergio, but it was hung up on the holder. Yeah. Happens.
So I gotta make this here thing longer.
And they are technically wireless if I unplug it. It's just then I can't hear anything. So.
Oh my god, this is so hacky.
Hacky sack?
Oh yeah, well I took one of my older fan ducts and instead of kind of just fitting it, I just left it and deleted a bunch of stuff. Like just, extruded through it and deleted it and started from scratch. So all the original build's still there. And then all the deleting still there, and then all the new rebuilds still there. So it's like this very janky.
I'm gonna have to print like a
file.
I'm gonna print like a 1-layer thick flat piece. That's I don't know, however big that is for this.
Okay, where's
these LEDs, and then just put it over the top like a diffuser so that it's not so in your face.
Where's my timeline thingy? Why is there a thingy?
Time to restore the computer.
Okay, what's going on now?
Restore the computer.
Okay, why do I not have my little hierarchical file on the side? What am I going to do? Somebody tell me what I got to do.
You had to log into Fusion.
I'm logged in. I just re-downloaded the file because it's on their server. Thank God.
Son of a
share
biscuit.
my screen because it's gonna make me quit freaking Brave to do it. What a piece of crap.
GD garbage, llama. DD garbage.
Show text command. Show data panel. There we go. No, that's not it. I want the hierarchical. Where are all the what the hell is going on thing? Why is it not showing it stuff?
What, the little list on the side?
Yeah, right there.
Just click somewhere else on the screen. It'll come back.
No,
Damn it.
Mine's been disappearing occasionally, and then once I click somewhere else, it shows up.
Yeah, no, I did
Did
that.
my sign with wrong account? Oh, I'm sorry. Here.
I'm just quitting it and restarting it, and I have a feeling it'll pop up. I mean, it's a brand new install. I installed it yesterday.
There you go.
It's like 100% fresh, brand new, clean.
Bob, you gotta change. You gotta like. Our Bob.
Why isn't Bob in the chat? Come on, Bob, get in here.
Come on, Bob. I think it's still here, isn't it? Yep. Come on, Bob. Jump on in. Bob the Builder. There it is.
Bob needs to change his to Bob Dammit. His Twitter should be at Bob Dammit.
Should be it. Bob gives you a hard time, damn it.
Bob.
There it is.
Ballbuster Bob.
Ballbuster Bob.
Ballbuster Bob.
I like that.
Yep. His name is Ballbuster Bob.
So
That's
Bob works with batteries.
So it's
And
Ballbuster
you know,
battery powered. Bob.
No.
And, yeah, you got the battery operated boyfriend,
Yeah.
aka the
Bob.
The Bob. Okay,
So it's kind of entertaining that the Bob works for a company that provides batteries to the boyfriend.
That's not the first time, or the last time he's heard that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably got quite a few of the people he sells to that remind him on pretty much every occasion they get that he is the battery operated boyfriend.
Did somebody pay $150 for a monoprice Maker Select?
I
That's
don't know.
pushing it, but sure.
I several months ago paid $100 for a monoprice mini Delta along with 3 extra pieces of or 3 extra mirrors, an extra hot end, and a bunch of extra stuff. So it's like
That's a mini Delta though. That's at least something entertaining.
Yeah.
Yes, you can print your coffee cup and that's about it.
Yeah.
But the mini
actually
Select is like
the mini Delta that I have is going to require some extra attention that I'm not going to give it. But I think that when I hit 100 subs on my YouTube channel, I'm throwing this out there. I'm not saying I'm going to, but I might consider giving it away on stream when I hit 100 subs because I paid $100 for it. It's pretty much just been sitting, and I figure if somebody's actually that interested and they want it, because I'm looking at acquiring that Delta off of Warcocky along with the Sidewinder. I'm looking at getting both of those off of him, and then I'm considering building the Delta up. It's the Anycubic Castle with the
Linear Plus or the Castle.
Yeah, it's the Linear Plus.
Okay, because there are differences.
Yeah, the Linear Plus has the linear rails is the biggest one.
Okay.
But yeah, it is the Linear Plus with the linear rails. So I'm actually thinking that one I may actually end up building up and then using that one because it's bigger, it's more entertaining. The bigger the Delta, the more entertaining it is to watch them work. Because the smaller ones, yeah, like you have like the biggest fucking Delta they make for home use. I mean, somebody else has probably got one in his garage. I mean, I know from looking at the videos from the 2018, 2019 Murph, I know that there's a 6 foot tall version and like a 20 foot tall Delta that are in existence.
There's a 12 foot tall Delta. It's called the Parts Daddy by CME CNC.
That's the one that they had in.
That has a garbage bucket and a vacuum cleaner of pellets in order to make it operate.
Yeah.
But the funny thing that people do with these,
but still,
is they will actually double up the rails. So they'll get an extra set of rails, double up the height, because Deltas, it doesn't matter how tall it is.
No.
You just program that.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is if I double the height of this thing,
Yeah.
I'm going to need a small ladder just to load filament.
Yeah, because that thing by itself, you got that sitting on a small table, right?
It's on a small platform, 10-inch
Yeah.
tall. The build plate sits 10 inches off the ground.
Yeah, and that thing is sitting at what right now? About 36 inches off the ground right now with the table?
No, dude. With it sitting flat on the floor, it's a 40 like, so the frame of this thing is 40 inches.
Okay.
But
that doesn't include the spool on top, so you add another, 6-8 inches? Yeah. So
how you doing?
Yeah. So it was like, hey baby, how you doing?
How you doing?
No, just my Delta.
But yeah, when you put the spool on top, like if I was going to keep it up higher, like if it actually fit on this bench, I was going to move the electronics access down low. I was going to make my own 10-pin and my own 2 10-pin and a TFT screen line and move the screen down low.
Yeah.
I wouldn't move all the electronics because that's just kind of silly, but at least the screen I would move it down low, just because then I'd have it a lot more easily accessible.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm not ridiculous in a bad way. Just saying in general,
like it's absurd to try to need a step stool to load filament. And
yeah.
Now the nice part is technically speaking, I could load the filament anywhere in the system because it's a flying extruder. The extruder's down here.
Yeah, so as long as you come under, you could go from the sides and come under.
I could sit the filament right on this table and load it in if I wanted to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
18-foot 4mm nozzles.
Yeah, that's massive. I mean, you're printing,
Well, they printed furniture with it.
That's what I was going to say. They were printing, if I remember right, they were printing like chairs and
footstools and stuff like that. I saw in the videos. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, I mean, that would be cool if I had somewhere to put something like that, but I'm not going to try it. Even if you were to say like a 6-foot tall Delta, the crazy part is like a Delta is so damn tall because of the limitation or the action. You lose so much space.
A third.
Yeah. So I mean, if you did a 6-foot tall, you're only printing, 4-foot tall objects.
So as this thing sits, like I said, the total space inside of the printer, is 87 mils.
Okay.
The max build height is 455 mils. So that's a lot of extra space.
Mm-hmm.
And the pictures I'm always interested about, and I'm going to try it. So the pictures they always show of these things is they put the circle, and then it comes up to a point, and I'm like, can it not print? Like, it should be able to print to like a full cylinder.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be able to print a full cylinder, but I don't know, when it gets up to the top like that, I guess
the effector can move almost outside of the build plate.
Yeah.
On the whole thing.
What I'm saying is if the two are homed and you use one to push to go out to one angle, and you get it to home.
No, it ain't going.
It's not going to drop. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It won't. So even if they're all the way up at home, you can't move that out. It can't. It'll sink down in as it moves, right?
Yeah. So I printed that rocket at 423 millimeters, and I think that's as comfortable as I would get with it.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. Because once you get up to that point where you're about to home out on the rails, you're going to get up there, and then as the two stop, as you try to push it, I would think that it would dip down just a little bit as it comes out. I mean, as it comes around, it would pull up just a little bit. You'd get this weird.
You might lose some space.
But
again, how often are you going to print a 370 by 450 cylinder?
Never.
And if I'm going to do that, you know what I'm going to do? Use this printer.
Exactly. Because that one, you're going to get, I mean.
That's 450 as well, but
yeah.
It at least guarantees that I can get it all the way around.
Yeah, you can get a full you can go 450 tall and still get a circle. Without any kind of an issue where you might have that on the Delta. Because like I said, I don't know I've never actually, like, even with that little one there, I've never played around with it when it's homed out. If I have actually tried to just move one arm down just to see if it moves to that point, if it actually drops as it goes out.
Okay. I think it's time to start drinking. The debate is, should I have rum and cokes or should I drink Merlot?
I think that you should go to rum and cokes because that is the drink of the llama.
I think you should smoke weed.
That would probably be better for you too right now.
No, that just makes me all like paranoid and weird these days.
I crushed a bag of Doritos and a package of Tim Tams the other night. I was sick for like the whole next day.
Nice.
Because I ate so much Dorito. It was just
much processed food.
Oh, it was bad.
Oh, you know what I got? Check this out.
What? You gonna pull out a bag of Coke or something?
Yeah. Start doing lines.
Walmart every once in a while has their, like, you know how you can buy the bags of chips with the mini bags in them? You get like 10 or 12. They often have them, they get damaged and they can't sell them all or whatever. So every once in a while they'll have a box like that and it's random and they say it's like $12 and you get a minimum of 40 snacks. They don't necessarily, it's just a variety of crap. And they give you a list of stuff that can be in there. It's like 12 or 14 bucks. My God, there's a lot of crap in there. There's, you know, peanut butter crackers, which I don't really like. There's too much stuff I don't like. I'll never do it again. But
see, I just go to the grocery store and buy $1 bags of cheap chips and eat those.
Yeah, no, that was one of those.
I'm putting on my COVID-19.
That was actually to get me to over the free shipping amount. So I didn't have to go to Walmart to get my mother's juice because Walmart
shipped
Welch's pineapple, tangerine, apple juice that my mother absolutely loves. To me, it tastes like every other crappy, cheap, fake juice. But
Sergio says he bet you had the shits too, Jordan.
Freaking
there's for Lightspeed. You didn't see the size of the build plate.
That isn't that big. I mean, it's round, so it's pointless. You only get
I could have one of my children sit on that with their feet up to their ass and their knees up to their chest, and they would be able to fit on there just fine.
I got a big old box of junk food. It did have no name Slim Jims in them that were pretty good, actually.
Hang on. There's an Ender 3 size on it. So
it's a much
bigger than an Ender 3.
Just a skosh.
Just a scooch.
So I'm actually kind of excited about this 3D printing speakers thing. Damn that Paul at Polymate 3D for showing me something that entertained me.
I hear 3D printed speakers are all the rage. I don't
see it's not for everyone, and I understand that. You know, I found it entertaining, and I figured, what the hell, why not? I'm not looking to get into it to kind of help, you know, shape and mold the way they're going and how they're made. That's not what I'm doing. I just want to print a set because I think it's kind of cool. And if they sit here next to my computer and I use them, awesome.
So for Llama, who loves to complain about everything.
Yeah, it's not blue tape. I was actually thinking about registering like blue tape 3 or like blue tape llama.
Okay, so we have the 370. Wow, this is actually 380, I think.
Okay.
Tape measure 380. So this is actually, because the build volume is a little bit smaller, obviously, than the actual thing. So there's that. This is a 330 by 330. Like, come on.
Yeah, you can
like the idea that you can't print big stuff on it is kind of absurd to me.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a trade-off from one to the other. Like
you're getting the corner versus the round, but
the round, yeah.
I betcha smart people of the chat use your math, and I guarantee that your surface area will be very close to the same.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I mean, your overall surface area will be the same, but yeah, the trade-off is going to be that
some dimensionality.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you're going to lose. And
but again, how often from a day-to-day perspective, how often are you actually printing to the edge to edge of a printer?
See, and that's what I'm wondering there, Buttram. I'm not sure. I don't know. I haven't looked into that about the cone-shaped build volume for those. I don't know. I've never tested a Delta to find those things out. Like I said, I have one Delta. It's the Monoprice Mini, and it's been sitting over there because I don't find a real use for it. I mean,
see, for what I print, I'm not worried about maxing it out, period. But just the cone shape on it, I'm not worried about it for what I use it for.
Let's see how well you guys can see that. Oh, you can't. It's bright as hell. Let me try and find a less bright LED. You still can't make it out. If I turn the lights off, you could probably see it. But I'm not going to do that right now.
Printing a globe light.
I'm printing one of the. It's the moon litho. It's the engagement photo of my wife and I, and it's got the moon, so it's that lovely one. So I figured, yeah, I didn't necessarily. That was kind of the big thing for me. Like come Christmas time this last year was printing lithos for everyone for Christmas. Look at the rum.
So completely random, and I have no idea why, and I've yet to hear ever again about it since. I got this moon from Creality one day.
They sent that to you, or you printed it?
Yeah, no, they sent it to me. And it lights up. When you tap it, it changes color.
That's pretty cool, actually.
And if you tap it again, it starts... Oh, hang on.
Yeah, it starts fluctuating through the colors. That's pretty cool.
It's color blending. And it goes off.
Who's going to come on and drink with me?
Like,
we're showing.
It's so cool.
Me and Shom get on a stream, start drinking together. I'll get freaking evicted from YouTube forever.
Like, it's so freaking cool, and I have no idea why I got it, but I like it. I want more.
I don't think freaking Google/YouTube will ever let me monetize after that.
You finish that installation tomorrow, Sergio. Charge the refrigeration lines. Make them nice. Business partner messaged me the other day. He's like, "Hey, we got to put in a freezer." Good. And I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "Do you remember doing this or this?" And I was like, "Honestly, I can't remember. I don't remember anymore. Some of it's just gone."
If you are a rum drinker, anybody, I highly recommend this. It is expensive. This is close to $40 for this bottle.
That's it?
It is the best rum ever. No lie. It is not a spiced rum. It is a sweet rum. It's a true Dominican Republic, I think. Yeah, it's a Dominican rum. It's a sweet sugarcane rum. Very, very good. I can drink that straight if I want and not go after doing a shot. It is
come on.
wicked good. I don't know why everyone drinks like Bacardi Silver. People don't realize dark rums are actually smoother. It is Kirk and Sweeney. It's a Dominican rum. Kirk and Sweeney. I don't know, can you see it better when there's actual rum in there? Oops, wrong way. Kirk and Sweeney. 12 years.
There's a reason why I don't print minis at crazy breakneck speeds. Okay.
They have like a 32 year that's like $80 a bottle. I tried it once. I actually prefer the 12 year. It's smoother and cleaner. The 32 year just tastes like oak. It tastes more like a whiskey than it does a rum. To me. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I just think the 12 year is better. 12 year's got a real heavy vanilla flavor, which is not bad. Yeah, it ain't cheap. My brother keeps buying it for me because he knows how much of a pain my mother is. He actually came and talked to her. My oldest brother, has not talked to my mother in 2.5, almost 3 years. Because when my father first started getting sick, before he got really sick, but, we saw it coming. He saw it coming. We all started doing the paperwork, who's going to be this and that and the other thing. And, so if they did get sick or he passed, all the legal crap was done.
Yep.
And he was the executor. I mean, he's an accountant, a trained accountant is what he used to do. One of the things he did. And he found them like $75,000 my parents didn't know about in one of Dad's military life insurance accounts that went under. The insurance company went under, but someone else bought them, and it sat there and accumulated over 50, 60 years or whatever from when he was in the Army. And it was like $75,000. That's how I bought the car. And me and him were talking about it because we didn't want to get Mom and Dad into it, excited and all that right away until we knew exactly what it was and where it was coming from and how much it was. So we were bullshitting about it. My mother freaking walked in on us and was like, "Well, you're stealing all my money," and started accusing him of crap. He's like, "Fuck you, Mom," and just walked. Hasn't talked to her in almost 3 years. And he actually showed up last weekend and nothing happened. I was like, wow, cool. Now I can pawn Mom off on him one day a week. he lives, well, not close, but 15, 20 minutes away. He's reasonably close. He's the closest one of my brothers. And his girlfriend loves my mother, so they can take her away. And stuff.
The random not Dan was my not so son Gage. Him and his girlfriend are here to visit, so he finds it entertaining that I stream, so he wants to come be on stream and say hi.
Who's that?
There's a guy.
That's my not son. He went to school with my son. He grew up with my son. They hang out all the time, so he's kind of like the adopted kid.
Oh.
Yeah, it's him and his girlfriend are over visiting because they're getting one of the kittens, and the kitten that they're getting actually had a bit of a problem today. It went completely batshit crazy and ripped me apart. No, I'm good. I'm talking, but it ripped me apart and everything was going crazy. It was couldn't walk, was staggering, going crazy and everything. And we think that it may have. We know that it got into something that it shouldn't have. We're assuming it's probably a medicine of some sort. And it was just skittish, losing its mind, going crazy. So we called the vet and everything, and we called them and told them that we weren't sure what was going on with the cat. And they came over to check on their kitten. And since about 4:00 this afternoon, the kitten is now he's eating, he's walking fine. He was just sitting there cuddling up on me and pissed my wife off because she gets mad when these kittens love up on me. So she wanted me to go check on the kitten to see. And as soon as I was playing with him, he woke up, looked around, and then decided he was hungry. So he was looking for a boob.
So,
like all men, he wakes up wanting a boob.
The vet gave the kitty some kitty Valiums.
No. The vet, it's a Sunday evening. The vet's not open, and they would charge us $200 just to open the clinic so they could do a check. They said if the kitten, the nose is cold and wet, the gums are pink, the tongue is pink, they're not turning white, it's not an internal injury of any sort, there's no bleeding of any kind. So whatever it is, the cat must have gotten into something. They said just 24-hour observation, watch it. If it's still like this come Tuesday morning, call us and bring it in. Well, it's been 5 hours and the cat's back on the boob and
Matt to take from State Farm. I like boob too.
See, cat. See, I say all men like boobs. I like boobs. Ain't gonna lie. It's like women in a shoe store. Once you see one pair, you want to see them all.
Even gay guys like boobs.
Yes, they do. Gay guys get more freedom to boobs than straight guys do.
Sometimes.
I know a lot of straight women who feel very comfortable allowing gay men to grope them as well as to
Sometimes.
undress them.
Not everybody.
Not everybody. No, not everybody. Like I said, a majority of the straight women I know look at their gay male friends as just another one of the girls.
Anyway. Yep.
That's right. Llama don't like that talk.
No, I just don't.
It's all good. We're off the boobs. Don't worry, Llama. We're not talking about boobs anymore.
Great. It's one less dude I got to compete against because, man,
Llama likes boobs.
I do like boobs. Mama likes boobs. My old girlfriend loved playing with her own boobs. It's great.
Yep. So, anyway, I know that at one point here, Stephen was making a comment about how he kind of was
likes boobs.
Well, of course he likes boobs, but he was talking about how he had kind of helped with the Kickstarter for Polymates for the 3D speaker thing, and that's cool too. Like I said, I just find it entertaining. I always figured it was possible. I just didn't really know much about it, and then the other evening, getting a chance to talk to Paul, and then actually finding the site, watching the videos, and listening to the speakers, and like they don't sound terrible. And
not too bad, huh?
With the right driver pushing them, I mean, they would make a nice set of desktop speakers. I was like, well, shit, for about $20 in parts, I can buy the electronics that I need, and I already have the filament I need to print the cones and everything.
You got the TPU and everything.
Yeah, I got the TPU. I got my TPU and my PLA, and if I want to go crazy,
you want to build some really good ones. Because I have a bookshelf acoustic research speakers out in the garage. And all that's wrong with them is the Twitter light came unglued from the cabinet.
You mean Tweeter? Twitter's the thing we all communicate with.
The Twitter unglued. Anyway, so all that's wrong with it is the little, tweeter cone. Needs to be re-glued to something.
Just re-glued, yeah.
Different case. Doesn't
Tweeter
matter.
and the Monkey Man.
Tweeter and the Mad Monkey Butt Disease. Mad Monkey Butt Disease.
And Bob, you are correct. I obviously don't have enough kids because with each one of my kids comes at least 3 friends that are like kids as well. So there's 7 kids, and that's about 21 in total. And I told my wife, I said, here's the part that gets scary when you start thinking about this. In about, say, 20 years, all my kids will either have kids or be with someone who has kids within the next 20 years. So in 20 years, if we do the math on this, if each one of our kids has 3 kids, just to kind of keep with the what's going on here. My wife had 3. I had 4, so we split the uprights, and we'll say 3 for the sake of math. So if each one of my kids has 3, that's 21 grandkids. So in 20 years, I could wind up with 21 grandkids. What the hell is wrong with me?
My grandfather has somewhere in the order of 30. There was 35 grandkids, and then who knows how many great-grandchildren. Like, you've got more kids than you have cats, and that's a problem.
Well, here. Take one.
I have no kids because I am not stupid enough to subject me to myself.
Well, I'll take
that ain't happening.
I'll take a Hershey's.
I know
Kit Kat's better.
Like I was.
Kit Kat is better. I'm not gonna lie. I love
Kit Kat is definitely better. But there's nothing wrong with a good Hershey's bar.
No, considering all the kids took the Kit Kats, of course.
Kit Kat is the best.
Well, I don't know. Kit Kats are good.
I'm a Reese's guy over Kit Kats, but Kit Kats are right up in there too. But I prefer the Reese's, the peanut butter cups.
Only the original true Reese's peanut butter cups. I don't like all the little added ones.
No, the King Cup.
I don't like the Reese's.
The King Cup is pretty awesome too. Just
King
like
Cup is probably the most amazing jam.
The what?
The King Cup. It's just a massive Reese's cup.
Yes.
No, it's a Reese's peanut butter cup.
But
it's a peanut butter cup. But then it also has Reese's Pieces inside of it.
Yeah, see, no, I don't. It's nasty.
That's delicious.
Viking. Hi, Viking.
The only alternate Reese's
Viking, get in here, hang out.
really
Come on,
like
Viking.
was
Bob
for a
won't
while,
join us.
I guess they still make them, but I don't know if they do. But they used to have a dark chocolate Reese's that was to die for.
Yeah, Bob's too good for us. He doesn't want to come hang out. So Viking, you should come hang out. Show Bob where all the fun's at.
It's Viking. Didn't even see him pop in. Yeah, Viking must be just now waking up. Hey, you want to hop in, Viking? Probably posted like 6 times in the chat, but whatever.
I don't know if the old chat loads when you hop in later on. I don't know.
It does.
YouTube
You
it
just gotta
does.
scroll way back through it to find it. That's all.
You can usually
Yeah.
scroll like a half an hour or whatever.
Hey, it's Bob, damn it.
It's a bomb.
I knew if we nagged you long enough, Bob, you'd come join us.
I was going to the last time, but then the dog decided to do what your cat did earlier.
Take a shit in his hand?
So you have a dog that's was having a bit of a schizoid attack there?
Yes, and the going theory is she got caught doing something, so panicked, but looked like she was going to have a seizure.
Yeah, that's where my wife was wondering if this poor kitten was having a seizure, because it seemed like, but it lasted way too long. Because we actually, anybody who thinks that cats and humans won't sync up are completely wrong. I thought that, I was like, there's no way that animals will. I get the whole like when you pass away, the animal misses you kind of a thing, but I didn't think that they could like sync up with you on like a brainwave level like that. When my wife and I got together, my wife is epileptic. She has seizures, it comes with epilepsy. But this one cat, when we got together, that she had no problems, nothing. Very sweet, very loving cat, no problems. She moved in here with me, with her and the girls, and within about a month, started having seizures, started having all kinds of problems. Same, like an epileptic cat. So we have a cat that was normal who is now epileptic as well. And it seems like her and my wife, even though...
Or maybe there's something wrong with the house and you should move out if the house is causing the cats to get epilepsy.
Yeah.
Well,
we have 2 cats that we've had since kittens. And one is very clearly my cat and one is my wife's cat. Like they're very different animals and they go to us exclusively for a lot of things. But we moved into a new house. The cats didn't get epilepsy.
Oh, no. The cat was still. The cat was.
Oh, I found you.
Is my printer printing? Well, yes, it is. I just love that printer. I have not run that thing in like, I don't know, almost 2 months probably. Month and a half, 2 months. It's been a while, like March. And I just plugged it in and off it runs. Didn't do a damn thing to it. Put some film in it.
Llamaed it.
Yeah, it actually works. So, yeah, it got llamaed. So now that it works.
Viking, you're full of shit. If you're in bed and you're watching a stream, you're not going to bed. You're full of shit. Yes, Lightspeed. I think you are very correct there, sir. That's the not so sun. There, now you're on the stream. You come sit by me. You're gonna be stuck in the stream. They can hear you. You can't hear them. So for all you know, right now they're all calling you a pain in the ass.
Oh, they are.
They're not wrong.
What are you drinking, Bob? Anything good?
Manhattans.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Bob's a Manhattan guy. Good to know.
Bob's having sex in the city.
It's really easy to make.
Like Bob, damn it.
Yes, that's Bob Dammit. And Bob Dammit likes his Manhattans. And then Llama.
Vodka, vermouth or something, ain't it?
This is Llama.
It's bourbon and vermouth and some bitters.
Yeah. That's like 3 things. Rum and Coke's easier. I only got 2.
Too much sugar.
Coke is too much sugar.
There is a lot of sugar there.
I'm fat enough. I gave up Coke.
Fresca. Greatest damn drink on earth.
And he's drinking himself some grapefruit soda.
Yeah, man.
Not enough booze in that.
I had
Oh, you put a little gin in some Fresca, it's amazing.
Get yourself a little aviator, some aviator.
Does not belong in anything but the toilet bowl. Gin is disgusting.
Gin is amazing, and you are a llama.
Damn the llamas.
Alcoholic pine cones.
Yeah, it's delicious. Juniper berries.
I can't tonight. I'm feeling a seizure coming on.
Yep. That's
Only light speed.
that'd be a phrase.
Jump in here. Come on. You haven't been on stream in a while.
I'm not a fan of gin either, but I don't feel as strongly about it as Llama does.
Llama feels strongly about llama thing.
My best friend growing up, his parents owned a package store, so we used to raid it on a regular basis. And we drank a lot of gin because that was what was in the back door by the service door. So we could literally walk in the back door, grab the bottle, and walk out with it, and no one would even know we were there. So we drank a lot of gin as kids, and it's just
probably crappy gin. That's your problem.
No, it was actually, I don't know, it was some kind of good gin. I don't remember what it was.
It's probably beefy.
We always steal a pint. And she had to know because, it was like by the back door. It's just there, and all of a sudden, she's restocking it but not selling it.
The back
we used
door?
to do it weekly.
I'm going to chill with some more baby pictures.
Lightspeed's
Okay.
getting divorced.
You have fun playing with baby kitties.
Bought a new car, and that's the end of it.
Apparently, it'll be finalized next weekend.
Apparently.
Maybe that's why he got the new car. I don't even know if he's married, to be honest with you.
I don't either. Not a clue.
Well, if he's not married and he's just dating and he's going to be single after the weekend, he better hope that whoever it is either already knows about it or is now going to be finding out the hard way if they're watching this stream.
Yeah, come on.
I know women don't watch these streams.
No.
I was going to say, there ain't no girl watching this thing. Unless
There's no women watching Llama. Devin might be. You never know. Devin
Devin
could be
may
watching.
here somewhere.
There are a few other women in 3D printing that watch streams and that participate, which is fine. No significant others give a crap about 3D printing because they hear about it so much that they're tired of us. They're tired of 3D printers. They just want us to go away and play with their toys.
See, that sounds like a Jordan problem.
Rosa pops in every once in a while, and we're Cocky's girlfriend there. What the hell's her name? Now and again.
Yeah.
The little, what is she, Hawaiian? I think she's Hawaiian, isn't she?
Teresa.
Yes, Teresa. There you go. She's Hawaiian or something, right?
I don't know. Damn, Llama, you racist, bro.
Player needs to fly.
Player needs a fly car. Is that still a thing?
However, again, I'm calling it again. Viking, you're full of shit. You're not going to sleep. You're laying in bed watching a stream. If you were going to bed, you'd say, okay, good night, guys. You turn off the stream and you go to bed, but you're listening and watching, which means at some point you're going to go, oh, damn it. You're going to go take a piss, and on your way, you're going to stop at your chair, sit down, log in, and you're going to go, well, hi, guys. I'm only here for a few minutes, and 6 a.m. your time, you're going to be like, well, guess I should probably go to bed now.
Just make sure it's the way from the bathroom, not to it.
Yeah, you don't want to stop and stream. You don't want to stop to check the stream on your way in. Check it on your way out.
Speaking of streams, where's Cocky?
He is, I don't know. It's an interesting one. I do not know.
He had something. He was saying he had something this weekend he was doing with his buddies or something.
Didn't.
He was going fishing this morning. He did say that. He said he was going fishing today. This morning he had a fishing trip. Or not a trip so much, it's just out fishing. Lightspeed, Steven, she is real. We have seen her. We have talked to her. She does exist. It is not a figment of anyone's imagination. And she's actually, she's a good-looking gal.
Yeah, she is.
And her sister was not on stream, but her sister was chatting with us all last night as well. Last night or night before?
Whoa.
And the both of them seem to have a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do seem to be pretty down to earth, kind of haha funnies. Oh, thank you. Look at this. Fatty, like the family feeds the fatty. Look at that. Kit Kat time. What'd you do to it that you're giving it to me?
Break off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Here you go, llama. There you go, buddy.
Kit Kats.
Here, let me eat this for you so it doesn't go bad.
Kit Kats, 100-gram bars.
See, Jordan gets all the good ones though up in Canada. We don't get any of that down here.
Oh, the Kit Kats are way better here.
He said so.
I'll do a Twix once in a while.
Plus, I get
Bob-
Smarties
Bob would know because
the Cadbury products.
and Nestle.
see, Bob would know because Bob's wife is a Canadian. So by
They
marriage,
smuggle stuff all the time.
yeah, by default, Bob is Canadian. You know, it's by
No.
marriage.
We'll
By
say his
marriage.
penis is Canadian.
Granted.
His
He's
penis is
Canadian by
Canadian for moments at a time in the evenings.
It's been to Canada very often.
My wife is confused right now why I'm talking about some dude's penis being Canadian. Bob is from the States. His wife is from Canada. When Bob and his wife are doing things that married couples do, Bob's penis becomes Canadian.
Gets temporary status.
Just visiting.
I was telling her this and she completely spaced out.
Nobody
Sorry,
about
sorry.
Bob.
What were you saying?
He's like, no.
I didn't. I spaced out. I don't know what you're talking.
What? Somebody
Huh?
talking?
The,
It happens to me often. What, are you
I
going to
could put
bed?
the printer. I could put the camera down here, and you can watch this thing
Hey,
dance.
just so you know, the camera's on, so people can see you.
You should. Don't you have a secondary camera, Ethan?
No,
What's
a
up,
crappy.
There.
It's a crappy like 380.
Good night. No one close your
Who cares if it's 380?
You can go upstairs. They can't
Let
see
me
you.
see if I can make it work.
If you're using
You move the camera so you can see you go upstairs and stare at your butt.
so it's just a
Hey.
little side thing.
That is one of your finer ass sets.
What's up, light of the redness?
Red light.
Roxanne, you don't have to turn on the red light. Roxanne.
Right. Again,
Red
Viking,
light.
it's as long as it's legal on YouTube. I mean, this isn't my stream, but as long as it's legal on YouTube, I don't think Llama minds.
You think
So-
it might increase Llama's women viewership?
What is it?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, you're talking about how you don't think you want me to stream on my boxers, is what he says.
Viking and his boxers. You might get some more women watching.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's
Why
worth a try. I mean, it's worth a try, I guess. So, Viking, come on.
Dan, I think, just wants to see like Viking's junk.
Right.
No, if Viking shaves, I'll get my wife back down here. And she's already said repeatedly that she's seen his Facebook page and she's seen those photos of the pre-beard Viking. Bear in mind, my wife is a fan of facial hair on guys, but when she saw Viking without, she was like, "Yeah, he needs to shave that shit." So,
you know, I need to pirate that Viking now. I've yet to print it. It's just so damn big. How long did that take to print, Viking? Like 2 days or something? Day and a half? Mad monkey.
Monkey's muted.
You muted yourself. There you go.
I muted. What the hell?
You'd be muted. It changed mics on you, too. Not your headset anymore.
You know why? Hang on.
Because it sounds like you're on the other side of the room.
No audio input is that.
It's definitely not on your headset anymore.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
That would be it.
They're all the same. StreamYard, like, oh, there's another audio input device. Let's use that instead. Stupid.
yeah. I got to break down and pay for StreamYards. That way I can get rid of the thing and brand my own thing. And be like Monkey there and start using XSplit so that I can brand my little stream on everybody else's. I don't use XSplit. I should.
It lets you do fun stuff like this.
Yes. The camera in the camera. Make the camera big enough to take over the camera. And it also gives you the ability to put the things on.
Yeah, I can make things happen and stuff.
See? I'm sorry, eh?
But if I bring this input
See?
now down,
I fucking told you, Viking. I knew you were coming on. Yeah. Don't you ever lie to me again. I can't say that because you're a Viking. You might just have to like slay me and then use my skull as a freaking mug.
So one of the things I want to add to this printer is lights. Obviously, you need to have lights on it. So what I want to do is inside the rail channel that's right here, I should be able to just put some LED lights that don't impact the
it's like
rollers. Hey, Viking.
Yeah. See? Viking comes into a world of shit that he brought on himself by saying, "Oh, I'm going to bed. I'm in bed."
I don't care.
You just did that to get everybody riled up. That's all. He knew he wasn't in his boxers. He was sitting there in a chair the whole time.
Nothing said he put pants on. He's still in his boxers, but he's got a shirt on at least.
Yeah, he just like when I come hang out with you guys never know it, but really, I'm just letting it all hang. I got clothes on now because the kids are here. So
listen, don't think you can pretend that it hangs.
Okay, fine. It doesn't hang. All right. Every now and then I'll tie like a big nut on a string to it and I'll let it hang and try. But
don't you know how to get rid of the kids? Don't put pants on. That way the kids don't hang around your house.
I've tried to do all kinds of things to get rid of these kids. I just don't want to do that one because I don't want to start paying the bills to the shrink for all the damages that I would cause to them for doing such a thing.
Well, and that only works for most of them. There's a few that still hang around.
Yeah, like in the case of the
those
boys,
are the ones you don't like. And then you never know if the kid's boyfriend comes over and goes, "Hey, how's it going?"
You go answer the door, and all I got on is like a t-shirt, nothing underneath it, just kind of letting the bits hang out down below. Go answer the door with the t-shirt on, and be like, "What's up?"
Hey now.
Some little boy be at the door being like, "Hey," and throw in one of my daughter's names, and I'll be, "Is she here?" And I'll be like, "Sure," and I'll be like, "Yeah, she's over there," and I'll just turn my hips and let it kind of point in the direction that she is. Like, "Yeah, she's over here."
Nice.
I think I got to tune the extrusion multiplier on this thing.
Well,
Yeah.
somebody else just popped in. It's Matty
Oh
J.
my God.
Hey, Matt.
It's
I like boobs.
I like
I like
boobs.
We all like boobs.
How's am I choppy at all?
No, you're actually good tonight.
Yeah.
I switched out my router. I went from about 1 megabyte a second to 35.
That's
So
a slight
router
upgrade.
Yeah, it's like from 2000, my router. So I got a nice insist kicking
Yeah,
ass.
it's about time then.
Upgraded to something a little newer.
Are you using the what do you call it, router, or are you using your own?
I got the modem from Cablevision, then it goes into my own router. So yeah, I own the router.
Cablevision.
Yeah, Optimum, whatever it is.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
optimal. That's what we had out there.
Optimum.
You're not that far from where I used to live. I used to live right in Ridge.
It was an absolute madhouse today in Long Beach. It's like one big giant party.
To find out, you realize that
Yeah.
Optimum's a sister company of Comcast.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Ding. Duck.
Uh,
Viking is a duck.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
And you put them in your drawer.
Hmm.
But you can have that one.
It never fails.
Oh, how's everybody doing?
Oh, I'm doing.
Good.
Doing?
Bit
I
tired.
just loaded up on about 3 days worth of sugar in the last 2 minutes, so I'll be.
Nice.
Dude, I told you got to put on your COVID-19.
I put on my COVID 35.
Well, I mean, some of us are better at math than others.
I'm trying to lose.
Some of us overachieved quite well.
I've been eating less, and I'm still getting fat.
So fat.
Gotta be a little more active. You can still eat less and still gain weight by not being active.
Cut down trees. I've been stacking logs out there. Some of them freaking logs. Thank God those guys cut pancakes for me, because I would be screwed trying to move that crap otherwise.
Yeah, it could be heavy.
I was like, oh, just cut it in 8-10 foot length. We'll cut it up. And they're like, no, the trunk of this one's kind of big. We'll cut it down for you. I'm like, whatever. I'm watching them and they're pancaking it. I don't know if you guys know what pancaking is, but it's where you slice it like pancakes.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, wow, they're pancaking it, but whatever. You know, they had time. They'd been here, and thank God they did, because some of them things are freaking 3 feet around.
They're heavy.
Well, it was actually 2 trees that had grown together. I can actually whack it and it'll pop apart from the 2 trees. They kind of grew up next to each other and became one, sort of.
They take the stumps out or just leave them?
They left those stumps. They took the stumps out of the driveway for me, which was more important. I don't care about the stumps out in the middle of nowhere. Man. I just had them take them out because of the power lines. They were like drooping over the power lines. Every time we get a windstorm, branches were falling on the power lines and
Yeah.
made a big racket. And I'm like, you know, every time that we lose power here, if it's on the driveway, we're like one of the last ones to get it turned back on because it's just the 2 of us on the line. And a couple of years ago, the last time we had a big hurricane here, they put a pop charges out at the end of the driveway. So if anything happens on the driveway, we shut down and the main line stays on. So we become like last of everything now. You know, if we have a hurricane now and I lose power and it's, you know, on my driveway, everybody else in the world will have power before I do. And I just can't even pull medical anymore because Dad passed. I had a medical emergency for power with my father living here.
Yeah.
You know, we became higher on the thing because he needed power for all his stuff for medical reasons. So they put him on a higher thing. But now that he's gone, that went away. Just got the paper on that saying we're going to discontinue this. Like, I didn't want to tell him. Who told him? My brother must have told him.
It might be. What are you printing, Dan?
I'm working on a couple things. One is the lithophane moon with a photo of my wife and I from our engagement. And then back here, I'm doing the Polymate. Which one is it? Give me a second here. I'll tell you which speaker I'm printing. I'm actually doing one of Polymate's 3D spin.
Are you trying to? Is it the left one or the right one?
I'm trying to print the either one right now at the center channel. That's what I'm doing. Doing the center channel right now.
Yeah, 40.
But yeah, I'm doing the FD51. I think I'm doing the 4OS, the open source one.
Yeah.
I double check. I just downloaded the damn files. It's the open source, the 4OS. So I'm printing right now. I'm just printing the chassis and the back nut, whatever you want to call that, the cap nut, and then I've got started on the cone next. So that's got to be printed in base or mod mode.
Yeah.
Then I'll break out the TPU and print the TPU parts, and then I'm going to put in a AliExpress order for all of the magnets and copper wire and electronics that I need.
Yeah. I'll print it later too. I don't know when, but I will. It's very interesting.
Sorry, kids are leaving, so give me a second.
Bye, kidlet. The mini munchkins. Mini Dans. The world is invaded by mini Dans. That is a problem. That is a very, very bad problem.
Many Dans and as many cats.
That's an infestation we got to cure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 65-mile-an-hour blues. Load them up with load the car up with kids and cats, and have each one of the kids hold a cat. Get going 65. Open the door. Boot a kid out with a cat. At least they got a companion to hang out with.
Yeah.
You come and visit. You leave. You take your cat with you.
Exactly. In a couple more weeks, when the cats are old enough, that's going to be the rule. It's going to be like, you come to visit, take a cat.
I really do. Yeah, but I want a cat.
Yeah, you want an outdoor cat, like.
I mean, I'd like a kitten, but I just don't have the. No.
Yeah, you just want a big outdoor cat that can go like.
I want. Well, it's not that it's got to be outdoor. It's just it's gonna happen because I leave doors open all the time. I like fresh air.
Yeah.
I go outside. The doors are open. You know, and the cat's gonna get out, and it's got to be an outdoor cat. It's got to be able to. It's got to be clawed, no declawed, and it's got to be able to defend itself against foxes and fisher cats and coyotes and
Hugies.
all them critters that like to eat cat.
Yes.
All them wild critters that have Asian appetites.
Yeah. My 3D printed speakers are going to be kind of interesting colors too, because I've got bright ass blue TPU, and I'm using the Fortress Gray from Ziltech there that Miss Devin sent me the other day for the cage and for the chassis and stuff. So all the rigid parts will be printed in like a dark color, and then the cone and the soft or flexible parts are going to be printed in like this bright ass blue.
I see how it is. Devin sending you filament. Okay.
Well, there's also a box of filament right here that is going back to Miss Devin. So this way, it isn't one of those like property things. She doesn't own this.
My backup drive just popped back up.
This is going to Miss Devin right here. So this one here is going to her. So
Does Naked Ron know you're sliding in his DMs?
I don't know if he knows. Sure he'll find out when she starts talking about me on stream and how I sent him or I sent her the filament.
What filament are you sending?
Some Jesse, the blood red.
Nice.
Oh crap! I could have sent her that. I mailed that green screen yesterday. I could have sent her some, but that's all right. You can send her that roll.
Yeah, well,
I need Jesse glitter filament. That's a definite thing.
You really want some golden winter?
I picked up a roll of that Green Gate recycled PETG.
Oh yeah.
The guy's out in Long Island. He's like 30 minutes away from me, and I've been eyeing his product for a while. And he shoots in my DMs last night at like 11 o'clock. He's like, even though you like the Mets and you use Ziltech, and he puts like, really? Here's, I'd appreciate it if you try my filament. I'm like, all right, so you come on, you bashing my sports teams, you force me to buy a filament. So I bought a roll. So see how it turns out. I got the
I hear that's actually pretty good.
yeah, I'll show you. They got a new color, the olive dab. I'll try out.
Nice.
There's one that they have. It's like a clear blue.
Yeah, ice blue, they call it.
Yeah, it's like a crystal ice blue or ice baby blue. I don't know. It's blue.
Yeah, this is the American blue from Green Gate.
Clear blue.
See, it's the American blue.
Yeah, American Blue. Look at that too.
Yeah, well,
I wound up like talking to him for like an hour and a half.
nice.
But,
He's
Yeah,
the one kind enough to send me some to try. It's all PET, so I don't really.
If you Llama, don't you get the alien boxes?
No.
You should get the alien box because that's what this is out of. This is out of the alien box. It's
I know
that he sent. So
I know what it's out of.
oh, yeah,
Luckily, they said he'll send me 2 samples if I bought a roll. So
if you know so much, what's this, Llama?
Yeah, they didn't message me. They tweeted me the other day that if
I
order anything from them, they'll toss in a few.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw him comment on your thing. Yeah,
It's
I felt like saying, sure, send me a roll and we'll talk because.
Oh, what is that? Icy 3D Fun King 3D yellow.
It's the Fun King 3D yellow Pet G, yes. And then here's the Snow Labs transparent red PLA.
That's pretty cool.
The one you want to get.
Through a roll of that.
It's not. It wasn't in the box, but it's.
That has layer adhesion issues. Like
no, it doesn't. Llama has layer adhesion issues.
I'll tell you what, Llama. I haven't printed with this yet, but at some point here in the very near future, I need to print something. And since I have red LEDs there, and I need a transparent filament, this is red. That's red. Well, shouldn't really be an issue. I think I might print the little square that I need out of this, and I'll try it. I'll let you know if it has layer adhesion.
I couldn't print like base mode with it because it would delaminate like silks do.
Stop fingering that octopus.
This is Snow Labs Atrovine's blue.
Yeah.
You want to see, and it doesn't. The camera does not do it justice. That's what it's one of those colors. It's got like this aquamarine teal, like just beautiful.
This is Lab's color I cannot pronounce.
Amethyst, whatever it is.
No, that's dark amethyst.
That's me.
That's dark amethyst. This is Atrovine's blue, and it is a PETG, and it is crazy, and it doesn't delaminate, Llama.
No, it's because it's PETG.
Their Snow Labs transparent filament I found getting very brittle.
Transparent filament in general can be very brittle.
Yeah. There's that's kind of the trade-off with the transparency is it's brittle. I enjoy sitting here staring at a scrolling sign on my desk that just keeps reminding me over and over again that Viking is a dick.
Dude, is it really needed to be reminded about that? Don't you know it already?
Isn't that like
let me change it to Warkaki as an asshole. That one there. Let me do that since I seem to forget that.
Oh, is that
How do you forget that?
From the box, from the alien box?
Yeah, it's all the stuff out the alien box. Yeah, I've just been playing around with the Arduino software and just changing out the thing on it so it says anything I want it to. I'm sadly without having a computer hooked up to it that can actually go in and change it. I do have another Arduino floating around here. I was thinking about maybe connecting it to the Wi-Fi and then running a small script on it that people could send tweets to an account and then have them scroll in the background. So during the stream, I can sit here and have all kinds of inappropriate things coming across the screen. Because, once people find out that you can make it stream somewhere, something inappropriate, then
you could have a big, giant, long dick going across the screen.
I very well
could. It would just keep going and going and going. And then an hour later, there's the ball.
It's balls. Yeah. It's like, look, it's a head, and now it's just a shaft.
And it's just a couple lines. And people are looking at it for a while going, oh, it's just a couple lines scrolling across this thing. It must be broken. And that's ball.
Those are balls. Got it. It's like, yeah, you got to go back an hour and a half into the stream and see when the head came in. And then an hour and a half later, here come the balls.
I can't believe you printed that, Matt.
Yeah, Chris. I was, but I'm here until 5.
Oh, this?
How'd it turn out?
Yeah. The Kingfisher, but
that is like
without MMU.
Yep.
You did layer. Awesome. Yeah, you did the layer change. You did all the layer changes. Like
no, you printed them separate parts.
No layer changes. They're all individual parts, all stuck together, dude.
Oh, okay. So you printed each one of the parts in a different color and then glued it all together. Okay.
It's an MMU model that you split apart.
It's just amazing how everything's snapped together. Like
did you scale them at all?
What's that?
You scaled some parts then.
Just a couple, like inside the beak and this white part, I scaled to 99%, and that snapped together. And then that all snapped into this big blue piece on the back. And then the orange piece tapped over it, no problem. And then I printed this in the clear Ziltech, the base. And then there's a hole. I just stuck the heat gun down the hole and melted it, and then just shoved it right in.
It must be the way he sliced, like how the slicer cut the model apart when he modeled it, because normally you don't get prints that can just click together that were meant for MMU, that the chamfers are off, or even then the scaling is not, it's not like there's a gap involved there. It is 100%.
Yeah, he said he left the power in. I was talking to him about it. So, but yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for Protopasta and for PETG for this, it would have been possible. This Protopasta, man, it's just so tough. I treated it like my bitch. I was like screaming at it, eating it, cutting at it. All these little
take all those supports off and everything.
Yeah, taking all the supports off, nothing broke. All these, fine feathers in the back printed, no problem. You can like mold the stuff because it's just so tough.
Yeah,
you gotta try some like 3D Fuel or one of those. Isn't it 3D Fuel that's all the HTPLAs? Yeah,
I get a kick out of old curmudgeon down there with his. That's a lot of screens for a llama stream.
I added one.
Yeah, there's technically 7
with my high quality flashlight spotlight.
Excuse me, I would like solid to start playing with the 8700 filaments and resins, so we get some HDPLAs out of them.
There we go.
$100 for some Jesse. That was. Are they thinking of that? How much money do I?
That's what Chris loves to see right there. I got a flashlight shining right on the layer lines.
Yep, look how beautiful those are. Look at those.
I can buy some filament.
Which mini is that?
I'm going to buy some filament.
It's the cocky. We're cocky.
It is.
Yeah.
Because Belgian was pissing and moaning about his Predators not working right. So I said, I'll do the exact same model and I'll see what it looks like. I had it pop off the bed 3 times though, because it's a brand new Wham Bam sheet. And I was still getting the squish in. Plus, I never print the Wexter Minis without support for the crotch because that doubles as my brim for the feet.
Yeah.
So otherwise, I have to add a brim to the feet if I want to just span the crotch.
Green slime glitter.
Yep, got that one sitting right here.
They don't add a lot of glitter, do they? It's very it's not real glittery, no, but it's still got a nice little bit. When you put it out in the sunlight, it looks nice. Yeah, I was gonna say because my blood red has almost no glitter to it.
Yeah, it's well here. I've got, let me pull this off here. You guys aren't gonna see shit, but yeah, there's glitter in it. You can see it, but it's not overpowering.
Yeah, it's not like Protopasta.
Yeah, it's not all glitter. It is. There's
like
little hints
similar to that. I'm assuming that red you have from Snow Labs is their glitter, right?
No, that Snow Labs red is they're translucent.
Yeah, their translucent red is glitter.
Well, there's nothing in it. It's just
it's very little.
Okay,
it's speckled. It's not really glitter. Anyway, so I have to get the $45. So I can get their pure magenta because that's in stock.
Full curmudgeon, Wham Bam does not need a brim. However, Wexter minifigures, the contact area of the feet is so freaking small. Like
you're seeing
2 little feet to try to stick to the bed.
I've gotten lucky.
Most of the time, mine stick no problem. But on a new bed, it always takes a little bit of work.
Yeah. Like
just takes a little bit of time to.
Yeah, there's a little bit of crotch sag on each one of those. They got a little bit of got a little bit of droopy bottom.
I don't like the droopy bottom.
It's not terrible. Like when you look at it, it doesn't look bad. It's just you can see where there's a couple of little, couple little strings that are just a little off. I could hit them with the clippers and just cut them off, but. By the way, guys, don't feed the llama. That's what this was saying.
Yeah, I didn't catch the first part.
Don't feed the llama.
Yeah,
llama doesn't need food. Just drink.
There you go. See.
And llama loops.
Don't feed the llama. I had to slow it way down because it was going real fast. Because it was supposed to say "I love you" or like "I love you, Mom" or something. I forget what exactly it said, but it would scroll through kind of quick, so I had to turn the scrolling speed down.
It's the HD PLA there, light speed. It doesn't really like all metal hot ends, to be honest with you. HD PLA sticks to hot metal.
You stick to hot metal.
White hot end would like
Well,
and even then it's still.
Steven, just so you know,
on me too.
I don't have Wexter money, so I can't afford to pay the man to make a me. Therefore, I have to just, at the good graces of another, use theirs. However, if you want to pay Wexter to make a me, I won't argue. Just make sure he gets the COVID 35.
And I'll tell you right now, he's not making one for anybody. He does not take fucking requests.
The best Wexter model ever. Fat Man. Even his symbol on his thing is a fork.
It's a Halloween llama.
It's Llama Man.
It's Fat Man.
It's Llama Man.
And then a Fat Man.
Yep.
Steven,
Llama
this is
Man.
that you got. I didn't have any problems printing it. 110. No issue.
True Wexter
With
model.
string.
Best Wexter model ever. Fat Man. I think you all should print a mini Viking.
Yeah, why not?
Get somebody.
I need to print that too.
Don't ask, Dan. Don't ask.
I'm not.
I didn't
I've
find
learned-
the Viking the last time we talked about it.
I've learned my lesson when it comes to everybody. I've learned my lesson with certain people.
Because I
It's
was
like-
talking to Wexter on one of his live streams, and he's like, dude, you got to when you're modeling like that, you got to cut features in way more than you think you do for printing. And that's the problem with it, is it's kind of, the features don't stand out.
Did you put too much blue tape on it and smooth it right out?
Yeah.
That's Mama,
Yeah.
It happens.
love the blue tape, don't they?
Same with my Muttley model. It doesn't show up as well. I should redo it and just basically cut the features a little deeper into the model with the pen. You've kind of given up on that whole ZBrush thing, it seems, huh, Mad Monkey?
No. I focused on other stuff. Honestly, it's hard during the day with the kids here because I can't just sit down and dedicate time. I got to get up and move and do a bunch of stuff all the time.
It's one of those, watching him where he's got it so natural now, it's annoying. Because you still, I've had it for years, and I still go, what button is where that I want to do, huh?
Yeah.
It's worse
Hey,
than
Polymet BD.
There he is.
Hey,
Polymate, just so you know, on the second printer back here, I currently have one of the speakers printing. Right now, I'm just printing the hard parts, no TPU stuff yet.
Can you make your own nozzle? Sure, if you got a little machine shop.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you could.
You can make your
You
own.
can make your own nozzle, do whatever you want.
Get yourself some solid brass and start turning, buddy. You can make it happen.
And then you can put it on the internet and call it the best ever.
Yeah. Make sure you got to make sure you polish it really, really well. Make sure it's polished really well, and make sure that where the hole that goes through the center to the nozzle itself, down to the tip. Make sure that is corkscrewed like a duck's dick, just all the way down.
I'm so confused about your love of duck dicks.
Oh, it's amazing the kinds of things that come up in these streams and then just kind of carry over into someone else's stream.
Yeah, Llama's gonna model a duck dick now.
It's not that hard. Anybody got a corkscrew laying around?
That can be the new superhero. Dog dick. Little keep on it.
That's why that DuckTales scene is so naughty.
Is Paul Cumber going to mill a penis-shaped nozzle?
Not DuckTales. Whatever. That's Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
You could definitely, Paul, if you want to try it,
your nozzle.
just make one to fit on an ender, and I'll be more than happy to try out your duck dork nozzle.
He'll put your nozzle in his ender.
I will put your nozzle in my
He would
ender.
ender that nozzle good.
Yes, I would. I've got 2 of them. I will double ender it.
Jeez.
That's it.
Okay.
Paul Cumber is releasing the Dildo 3000.
3,000.
Yes.
You know that stupid semi-porno 3D printing site you linked us all up to? I've been paying attention to that.
I'm gonna
A lot of really good models on that. I gotta say.
What, cults?
Polymate.
No.
I'm gonna have to talk to you
There's a Facebook group that's like adult-only Facebook group.
for the. Yeah.
There's like a lot of Dickosauruses and stuff, but to be honest, there's a lot of people that post like really, really good,
Yeah.
Really good Dickosaurus.
stuff.
There's
You know,
there's really
anywhere
good
else.
stuff on there
Because
too.
they just don't want to hear the crap from the regular 3D printing groups. I mean, some of them are, crappy, stupid sexual junk, but one dude did do a Dickosaurus and he put Trump's head on it. Funny as hell.
Yes.
I don't really
Like
want to
Trump or
print it.
not, that is still freaking funny.
So I got a message. You probably made about the TPU settings because I know you said something when it comes to printing the TPU parts.
Oh, right.
And you had some information. You
I
had
forgot
some
you were here, Lightspeed. We have to
options.
have your banner. Since, by the way, my StreamYards is sponsored by Mr. Lightspeed himself. So
Is that so? I have upcoming projects sponsored by people too. Llama.
just StreamYards. He paid for 2 months of StreamYards for me, so I could go beyond my 20 hours a month.
So you would have gone through 20 hours in a day.
Well, that's just it. With the whole everything going on, I've been streaming. Actually, this week is the least I've streamed at all. Oh, believe me, I don't like Biden any better.
You know.
One of them.
I think I've given up on talking about politics. It gets you nowhere. It's just
Yeah, we won't. No, it was just. I'm one of those people. Even if I like the person, if someone does something that looks good or it makes fun of them, and if it's done well, I don't care. You can make. I don't care. You can make.
We make fun of you all the time.
Exactly. You can put my face on a freaking pecker, and if you do a decent job of it, I'm gonna laugh about it.
I'm gonna put a roll of blue tape on the end of a dick, and you're gonna print the thing this big,
There you go.
stick it on your desk, and be like, "That's my blue tape dispenser."
Good idea. Click.
blue tape Dick Spencer.
Blue tape Dick Spencer. There you go. I like it. I'll do it if you design it.
There you go. It's the Dick Spencer. Yeah.
Oh, you got to call it the blue balls Dick Spencer. Because you have blue tape around the ball, so you end up with blue balls. Anyway. I sponsored a Canadian too.
It's a true story. A portion of this project here, namely this portion, at least, was sponsored by our good friend Mr. Lightspeed.
Nice.
Electric Lightspeed is what we're going to call him now.
Yeah.
The Electric Lightspeed. But this thing is just going to be so much sexiness. That
is pretty cool.
So nice. And like
My
the
only,
fact that you can tighten in the nozzle cold, hot, it don't matter. It just goes.
You know what it means.
my only issue with something like that, for me, is I will just never use what it's made to do. I mean,
Made to push plastic through a hole.
I
heat it up like a hot glue gun and squirt it out his butt.
with like PC and nylons, and it's not made to. I mean, it's pointless to have something like that for PLA and PTG.
This is made
Not
for
gonna
PLA,
do a beautiful
made for
job.
plastic.
It's just there's no advantage over, say, its design is made to do high temp materials. It's not really giving you any real advantage with PLAs and PETGs.
It is giving me the advantage of being in my hand.
I mean, don't get me wrong; they're awesome. I absolutely love Slice Engineering. I like the Nova Hothead. I think that thing is sweet. I think it's a really good hothead. I think it's overpriced. I get it's overpriced. I get the whole thing behind it. I think the guy behind it is kind of a douchebag, and I think it's overpriced. So
I think visually it looks good.
Yeah. Oh, I think it perform. I bet it performs every bit of what he says it can do. I'm sure it can, but I will never use it. So why spend all that money on it? I will never use its abilities. It's not going to do anything for me.
My Nova will be shipped on Tuesday. The one for Ymir.
Yeah.
Looking forward to testing it out.
You need to make better money decisions. Okay, here it is, Steven. You just send me all your money and I'll make all the decisions for you.
It's a better.
You know what? I'll give you a better decision for me.
Hey,
you get a better exchange rate.
I got no problems taking people's money. So if you have problems with money making decisions,
I know,
don't send me while you're still making those bad decisions.
I will make sure all his bills are paid, and his new car is paid and is done.
Hey, you know what?
I'll just take my.
I know he's got the extra income laying around. I mean, come on, we've all seen the shiny new car. He's been.
Dan, you're going to offer to service him, aren't you?
I $20 is $20. What?
It is a nice car. They really aren't
pricey.
Expensive now.
I like it.
Teslas aren't. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an expensive car. It's no worse than buying any decent quality good car. I mean, it's not like buying a cheapo little Chevy or Toyota or crap car. But if you're gonna buy a BMW or an Audi or something like that,
Llama would not love this car unless it was made out of blue tape.
Yes. Well, it's blue, so it's already.
It is blue.
It is blue.
And actually, cars need duct tape on them, not blue tape.
It is blue, Dabadi.
It's a different kind of tape for a car. It's got to have duct tape on it for a car.
It's got to have that nice silver shine.
And not duct. It's got to have duck tape.
Yeah, quack, quack.
Ducks on it.
Tape.
It's got to be quack, quack.
Or EB Green. If you're from around here, we use EB Green. But you got to be around here.
Yeah, where they have real time, not this fake time that everybody else uses.
Well, EB Green comes from the submarines. Do you guys have EB Green out there, Matt? Are you still close enough to get EB Green out there?
To get what?
EB Green duct tape.
I'm not sure. I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
You're on the borders of where a lot of people, because there's people that come over from Long Island all the time. I can't believe. Can you imagine driving all the way up Long Island, getting on the ferry to go to work at EB, to get back on the ferry, to drive all the way down Long Island?
Yeah, I know. Okay.
The ferry's an hour and 15 minutes each way, plus the time it actually takes to load and unload, plus the time it takes to drive down the island.
Old curmudgeon. How old is old curmudgeon?
He's old and curmudgeon-y.
I know he's old and curmudgeon. I just wonder how old is old to be considered an old curmudgeon. Like that's
well, he can't be that old because he knows how to use a mobile phone.
That's gonna say that's kind of what
It's got to be an actual smartphone. So
but my 5-year-old knows how to use a mobile phone.
Yeah, exactly. Old people.
But a 75-year-old typically does not.
That's kind of where I'm at with this. Is if he's old enough to be old curmudgeon, is he also old enough to be old curmudgeon in a nursing home, or is he just old as in, Hi, Vince. I'm just trying to figure out how old is the old curmudgeon.
Yeah, where's Buttram? How come he hasn't streamed in a couple weekends?
He doesn't like you.
Well, there is that, but that's
So,
nothing.
imagine you're in your 40s, so that means that
So am I.
you and I and Viking are all
40.
are
That's
all.
not
in that-
old. That's young.
Yeah, he already has the old man attitude. That's what it is. He's young in age and old at heart. So he's old and curmudgeon-y in the upstairs, but physically he's the 40-something.
Yeah.
It's that old soul.
Yeah, I'm a 16-year-old kid stuck in a 55-year-old body that feels like it's about 90.
Good mix.
Been running around feeling 90-year-old bodies, have you?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, he gets bored. He gets bored. He goes and visits the
Doctor
nursing
said,
home.
"Oh, that you're going to regret that in 20 years." He is not lying to you. He is telling you the truth.
Oh, I regret everything I did in my
body
20s.
when you're in your 20s.
Mhm.
Well, not every.
In your 50s.
All the things I did in my 20s that beat the hell out of my body. Yeah, I regret most of the things that tortured my body.
Most people treat their body like a temple. Mine was a frickin' playground.
Haunted house.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was more of a construction zone, blasting area.
Yeah. Mine was more like a test site.
You want to know?
See how long that bone will take to break. Oh, look, it's broken.
I was going to say, there's one person in this world I really do not envy when it comes to that whole aging thing. Is going to be a gentleman by the name of Travis Pastrana. If you guys don't know who he is,
BMX racer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, FMX. Yeah, he races the big boys. But yeah,
No, but he did.
He
Oh
did,
yeah, no, Pastrana. Yeah,
Travis Pastrana, motocross.
but
So,
he also but he did. He did a few years at the X Games doing BMX.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. I'm just saying, like, I do. I'm not saying
He is
didn't.
known for motocross. Yes, motocross X Games.
He's broken more bones than not. So, like, I think when they sat down, there was a YouTube video somewhere where he went through the list of all the bones he's broken, including the ones he's broken multiple times. One of the worst injuries he ever sustained was he hit a jump, and when he landed flat against the face of a dirt jump. Both feet were on the pegs, and when he hit so hard that his spine shot through his hips and then back into place. So he actually severed his spine from his hips, pushed it through, and brought it back. They show the video when he impacts the dirt, he falls over, and he's laying stiff-legged, like in the air, could not move his legs. They thought he would never walk again, and then he turns around, he goes through all the rehab, he starts walking, and then turns around and does this shit all over again, and he's been just doing it as he's gotten older. He's lived by the motto of, with age, get a cage. He still does some stupid shit on dirt bikes, but mostly now he sticks to he was getting into rallycross for a long time there, so he was building up a rallycross team. So, but yeah, that man is one man that I do not. I'm glad I am not him, because 20 years from now,
Yeah.
So we're gonna stick that whole mosquito on there, Mad Monkey Button.
Yeah.
What would you like now, Llama?
What are you gonna stick that whole Bontex / mosquito onto? Oh, the monstrosity monster.
Well, this is a 0.8 nozzle.
There you go. Now you're talking reality.
See, this is a 0.8 nozzle with a Magnum and a BMG. I'm just going to go single wall everything, and it'll be as strong as blue tape.
That's what I said. Llama's going to be happy to hear that you're going to start using blue tape as well. You want a 0.8 nozzle and blue tape, you'll have it made.
I don't have a 0.8 nozzle, but I do have a 1.0 liter bottle.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Well, the bottle may be 1 point however many liters, but the contents of said bottle are not. Slowly but surely, that
there's a new stay at home whatever coronavirus-y stupid thing going around Facebook, and there's one of these new posts that says, glass half full, glass half empty. He's like, I don't give a crap which one it is. Just fill the damn thing.
Yeah.
David,
full again.
You could definitely be the old git if you'd like to.
All right.
You should look at changing your name. We'll change your display name to the old Git.
That thing is freaking hot.
And if Monkey's going to start using blue tape, I'll have to send him some.
I'll buy mine at Canadian Tire.
Hey, remember, all Bob's got to do is just.
And if
smooth
Bob,
it
if
up
you don't
with
know what that reference is, then you're not part Canadian, and you got to give your penis back.
I know what Canadian Tire dollars are.
Good. I probably got Canadian Tire money out around somewhere right around here.
But you're mispronouncing it. It's Crappy Tire.
It is Crappy Tire, yeah. But because of having a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old that know, so they grew up calling it the Red Store, because back when they were little, every time we'd asked where they were going, we just told them we're going to the Red Store or the Blue Store or the Orange Store, and that's how they started recognizing colors that way. But now we got to call it Canadian Tire because they're at the stage of copying everything, so I can't call it Crappy Tire.
Do I qualify for my honorary Canadian citizenship knowing that?
You get your Canadian penis, yes.
Bob gets to keep his penis.
Sorry, Eddie.
There we go. Look at that layer lines. Woo!
Those are some gorgeous layer lines. I can tell because the light didn't shine through the other.
Oh, did you see that, Dan?
Later, Paul Gumber.
Well,
Sleep well.
look at that.
Yeah, here, Paul. Later, Paul.
Finished.
Well, I'm gonna have to bring the printer back over and see.
Oh,
if this-
have a good evening, sir. It was good seeing you. Well, it was good reading your text anyway. You got to come hang out and stream sometime.
So, Jordan,
Hello.
the
This is
same
hot, by the
figure
way.
on the printer you're getting will not require the brim.
This doesn't require the brim most times. Okay. It's only because my Z offset is not correct yet because I gouged the plate 3 times this evening. So I've been tweaking it as I go. But most of the time I do a little support in the crotch, and then that takes care of the whole shoot and shouldn't match. So I can tell what my problem is already, and I'm not
You've
surprised.
been hanging out with me too long. That's your number one problem.
Yeah, who is that?
Geek Tech.
This is Geek Tech. That's Carson.
Who, what, where?
Sticker.
I was holding up the sticker that was in the alien box. It was the Miss
Oh.
Tech.
So I
The
went
Miss
looking
Geek Tech.
for it on the internet and could not find.
Could not find
It's
Mrs. Tech. Yeah. Just like you've got this one. See, you've got the 3D Pink Mafia.
That's Heather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here. Ready? Here it comes.
That Tim Hoogland.
Heard of that one.
Hooligan. I call
Hey,
him
here we go. I'm getting closer to some that you guys will be like, oh, okay, yeah.
That's a
Sticker
jackass.
I got one of them. Sticker mule.
I got one of them too from a gentleman who sent me these as well.
You have this one, Dan?
Not sure about that guy.
I don't, not yet. At some
I
point,
won
do.
2 of their contests.
Want one?
at some point, I'm sure I'll end up with one of those. I
Send
might
me your
have to
address
fly out
and,
to Norway.
I can send you one.
So it's not
Send you one what?
great,
Just DM me your address. So
I will.
but look at that. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at that!
can we say
Look at
minimum
that.
minimum layer time pooling needs to
You
kick
got-
in here?
We've got saggy pants.
Well, because look, it's perfect all the way up here. It's a little over extruded, so I've got some ripples to take care of. But it's all nice up here, but down here where it's short, there's not enough layer time,
I'm gonna have to buy more too.
and the thing's just whipping around so fast. It's puddling on itself. It's not cooling enough.
okay, guys, it's 5 a.m.
Don't.
Yeah.
I'm heading to bed.
Viking
Again.
is
Future
Viking
boys
is-
out of here.
That's still Sunday daylight coming in that window.
Yeah, there's daylight here too. Monday.
got-
though.
That's
He's got
Monday
Monday-
daylight. That doesn't count.
Yeah, he's got
Oh,
Monday
right.
daylight coming in. Well, you got
Not
Sunday
even a
daylight
holiday
heading out. And I'm stuck in the darkness here, so it don't matter. I'm in like in the nutsack overhanging the sun, kind of like casting the shadow right now.
It's okay, Dan. You can say it. You're in the tank.
Yes, I am. I am actually in the taint of the United States. Thank you very much, Governor Dumb Shit. I mean,
See you
sorry.
guys
Later.
Bye, Viking.
later.
Bye, Viking.
Good night, bud.
I need to order more gloop, gloop, gloop.
I
Actually, I
wonder-
have a bottle somewhere. They sent me one.
I don't have any gloop, gloop, gloop. I got some
Gloop is awesome. How
nanopolymer
can you not have gloop?
because I just don't have any gloop. I haven't
Because
really.
Dan's been into 3D printing for 5 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Gloop is way better than jars.
I'm gotta remember, Llama. I've been in 3D printing for as long as you. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say something mean, but I decided to retract that.
Oh no! Say something mean. Say something mean.
Well, I've only been back in it for 6 months, and even I know.
Mean is entertaining.
At
Yeah,
some
my problem
point,
with that is it just dried up on me.
at some point, I will acquire some glue. Like right now, I found the trick to make this work. It wasn't a big deal, and I was gonna buy some glue, but then I did this and it worked, so I wasn't too upset. And I managed to fix that by just using some thin.
Believe it or not, right now is the time to buy gloop because if you buy it through Alien 3D, he's got the tubes. That's where I got my tubes, and you get like 10% off over the holiday. So it's actually cheaper than buying it directly from Glue
Would you look at that?
because he's got a Memorial
Llama,
Day.
now you were using those makeup brushes for the glue.
Huh?
The makeup brushes that you were using, those silicone brushes. Here's another option. They're clay modeling brushes
Same
Like-
thing, really, isn't it?
for all these different shapes. Very fine point.
Yep, same idea, same thing. They're silicone brushes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it because it just peels right off of it too when you're done.
yeah.
It dries up and you just grab it. And roll
I have
it.
I have a jar of gloop that I haven't had a project big enough to need. Otherwise, I buy these.
Yeah, that's what I use. I don't like the jars,
But
'cause
I
it
don't.
dries up.
The big thing you don't do is don't do this.
Yep, I agree.
Okay,
You're
this
the one
tip
that
is
told me
not the
that.
tip you want to use, unless you
Yeah.
need to get into a small hole or something.
That's when you use the brush.
That's the tip you want to use.
I 100% agree.
Because otherwise it builds up too much pressure in the tube and you end up dribbling
Forever.
and it just wastes gloop. Like every time you open the lid it's full of dried up gloop and it just keeps if you squeeze a little out then set it down, you look at your table and it's all been yizzed upon.
Your goop, it's groupy.
Monkey's got a gloop drizzle.
It's a Canadian thing.
It's all about the glue drizzle.
Okay.
Grizzle for shizzle. Oh yeah, that's gonna work beautifully. Now I need the nuts. I need a nut. Now
Gotta
you
get your nut.
nut on there. This is the hard part: is holding the nut to get it started.
Llama gotta get a nut. Single
Two nut
perimeter.
or not two nut? That is the question.
Nut up or shut up?
This is really, really difficult. Actually, I'm gonna go one first.
Oh, I need a pie for this thing. This is too much effort right now. Like, come on, that's not civilized.
Okay, that one worked first try. Yay! How do I know the next one will not be so easy? Because it's way
Because it's the llama.
down in the bottom, tucked behind the motor. And it's just me doing it. So,
Put some blue tape on it.
I thought about it. That actually works.
But does it frickin' work?
It freaking works well.
Good.
So go frick yourself. Frickin' man.
Maybe later, thank you.
Do you have a wife for that?
Maybe.
Maybe. Your wife's a figment of your imagination, is that it?
Maybe she's got a seizure coming on. I don't know.
My wife is currently upstairs watching TV. She's probably watching either that Tyra Banks runway model thing. That
Oh God, I can't stand that crap.
me neither. That's why I hang out down here for hours and hours and hours because I don't want to go upstairs and watch that. Like I started watching that show Upload. Have you guys seen that or heard about that?
I've heard of it.
I've
I've seen
heard about it. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I started watching it. I was like, well, let's see what this is all about. And it's kind of interesting. I mean, the premise is you die. It's far enough into the future that when you die, they basically take your brain, your memories, and everything, and upload them into a computer, and you live in
Virtual reality.
you kind of pick where your life where you want to live in your afterlife. And then
spoiler alert.
Well, it's not really a spoiler.
That's
Watch
the
the
premise of it.
I was gonna say watch the previews. It's not a spoiler, but I mean, I'm not gonna go into great detail, but it's just kind of
You go into virtual heaven.
Yeah, you go to virtual heaven with the hopes of one day having them create a way to put you back into a body or your body or a body or something. And this is kind of a spoiler, but 3D printing makes an appearance within the first 2 or 3 episodes. But 3D printing makes an appearance. It's kind of entertaining. Oh, curmudgeon, 4 dislikes. I would not be shocked if one of the dislikes was Viking before he left.
Wonder why, Dan.
It's always me. I ruin everything. I should stop joining these streams. Just watch and listen to you guys and say, Dan, why aren't you in the stream? Be like, because I ruin everything.
Oh no, that's my job.
At least on your stream, Llama. It is. Yeah.
I llama everything. One of these days, I might actually be able to see to line this damn thing up. Oh wait, I'm old and I can't see no more.
Mm-hmm. Had you guys follow Mr. Mark Rober on YouTube as well?
His Ultimate Ninja Squirrel Course.
Yeah, that thing was pretty awesome.
Squirrel.
I haven't watched it yet. I've just seen it shared everywhere possible place imaginable.
Well, that was like the first one of his videos I've actually gotten my wife and daughters to watch. And it was kind of fun because my daughters were smiling and giggling and chuckling as they were watching the video. So it was a good video. I mean, entertaining and educational. So he did good with that one.
Ultimate Ninja Squirrel Course.
Yep. Spoiler alert, he was trying to watch birds and that didn't work out. There you go. Spoiler alert.
The squirrel rock launchery, what do you call those things that launch rocks?
Catapults?
Catapult. The squirrel catapult is the best.
He's got a squirrel catapult in there. Spoiler alert.
That is like awesome. They start eating and also they turn into a flying squirrel.
Can't be a catapult if it doesn't launch cats.
Yep, it's a squirrelapult.
Squirrelapult. Flying squirrels. Don't you want to see a flying squirrel? And it snaps in there. God, good.
I'm on the Ziltech website. This is kind of a bad thing for me to be doing.
Yeah, I'll give you my address. You just send it.
Yeah, I'm going to send it right to my house.
All right. I'm going to have to make a much shorter cable, but for now, that's all in there. It looks like it's about perfectly positioned, maybe a tad high.
Damn it, they're out of M4 hammer nuts.
But did they have MC hammer nuts?
They
wire this puppy in.
As long as you want them in 5s, they got the MC hammer nuts.
Well, can you touch this though?
I do not know if they can touch this. We'll have to find out.
No, can't touch this.
That's what I hear. I hear that it cannot be touched.
I have some Zealtech pink.
I am currently printing with the Ziltech Fortress Gray right there.
So because Tanny is Tanny, I now have all 3 versions of Zealtech pink because I kept saying every time he went into a painting stream that he should paint it hot pink. So he made sure I had every pink color available. And I was like, and the shipping was great. And price was good, and I was about to make a big inside Tanny order, and then he went and got himself fired.
Blue tape. Blue
Tanny
tape.
went and got, oh, yeah. I kind of spaced on your story there for a moment, but then I came back to reality. I'm like, God damn it. Pay attention.
Why?
Because I miss important things when Monkey speaks. Monkey is a very important individual with lots of knowledge to share and spread.
Damn.
Oh my God! Will you stop kissing monkey butt?
Stop drinking.
I got to put down the bottle. Hold on a second. Let me put this down.
I forgot I bought this. I could have been drinking. Absolute Mandarin. It's really the only absolute.
I hate to say it, but you assholes are going to have me drinking, man. And I don't drink for reasons, but at some point I'm going to end up sitting here having a beverage with you guys every now and then.
If you don't drink,
Not really. You've got a pop socket, so your vagina is not allowing alcohol.
You like that pop socket? That pop socket came on the case with the case. You can thank Otterbox for this pop socket.
What? Otterbox
Yeah.
put a pop socket on their.
They have a whole line of them now.
There it is. Look.
It's ridiculous.
It's in the case.
Well, they also sell cases for women too, so that's fine.
They sell vagina cases. Is that what you're saying? See, look, the pop socket snaps off the case. It's actually embedded in the plastic.
you're a
That's
freaking
stupid.
pop socket.
You want to know how much I paid for this pop socket case?
Way
I
too
don't.
much.
I don't want to necessarily give away some interesting little tricks, but if anybody needs to RMA their brand new Otterbox or their Otterbox case, wink, wink, you might want to go and submit under warranty for that broken case you have from Otterbox for your phone that you bought from a retail store within whatever the amount of time it would be that said case would be out. And then pay the $7 shipping only that is required to receive your new case. Wink, wink.
Wait, what did you say?
I said if you'd like to replace. Okay, Monkey, you know that brand new Otterbox case you bought for your phone? What do you have again?
Listen. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, then. If you know what I'm talking about.
Shut up.
I enjoy hanging out with Monkey. He's always so much fun.
Oh, you too.
You know what I could do without though? That Dan guy, he's an asshole.
It is douchebag 3D.
I knew it was only a matter of time.
What the hell are you working on there, Matt?
Hey, you want your kids back?
I think he's still working on his kingfish.
I've been gluing a couple little wingtips on too. That broke because I dropped it.
Cool.
Damn it. This is why I'm gaining all this damn weight.
Yeah, don't start. I need to go get some chips soon, and it's not a good choice.
Well, the problem is the kids, like my daughter was just sitting there and she's like, they're getting stuck in my throat. You want them? I said, okay, fine. I just ate a whole Hershey's bar, 3/4 of a Kit Kat, and now I'm gonna eat half a bag of the larger, like snack size Cool Ranch. On top of that, I had 3 cheeseburgers for dinner because Lord knows I need 3 cheeseburgers. However, I did put some healthy vegetables on there. I did have some lettuce and some tomato and some onion on those cheeseburgers. So, at least I made the burgers healthy.
You know you got good food when the ingredients list is longer than most college thesis.
Yes, exactly.
Filled with words that even doctors can't say.
Yep. Monosodium glutamate.
Let's see how many times llama can get tongue twisted. Corn. Holy crap. The true number one ingredient is corn.
Yeah, that's why my stomach expanded like crazy. Big
number
bag
2
of
ingredient was vegetable oil with about 8 different kinds of corn, canola, blah, blah, blah. The number 3 ingredient is, holy crap, what the hell does that say? Maltose dextrin minide something or other. Made from corn. And then salt and some cheddar cheese.
Cheese.
Cheddar cheese is made of because it's got milk and cheese cultures, but then it's a whole bunch of like enzymes and
salt and more salt.
some buttermilks and some other
Salt.
kind of cultures and more salts and enzymes and whey proteins and concentrates and onion powder, corn flour, natural and artificial flavoring. I want to know what the artificial flavoring is.
Cheese.
It's llama flavored.
Tomatoes, tomato powder, lactose.
C-dubs in the house.
Like
Get in.
What's up, Warcocky? You want to jump in, dude? Come on, Warcocky.
Dan, there's a message in the thing.
You have an open
Mhm.
square. Viking went away.
Just get ready to type.
You can lick your fingers first. I want to feel it.
Peppers, disodium inmate,
There you go.
and disodium glutamate, and Payne's milk and use.
Give me a second here, because
And you know what? It all turns into this yellow, artificially colored yumminess.
Called Doditos. You know, I'm not a fan of the Doritos Locos tacos at Taco Bell.
No, me neither.
Nah, me neither.
quit your
Like a-
bitching.
Like a chalupa, though, that's where it's
Okay.
at.
I'm not big on all the alternate Doritos. Doritos Cool Ranch. I'm done.
Nope. Sweet chili heat.
Yeah. I'm on the couch relaxing, enjoying a bad movie. So you're watching porn, in other words.
It's watching a bad movie. Are you watching one of your live stream reviews?
Oof.
But
A taco made from a giant Dorito is amazing. Nah. I mean, I'd eat it. Don't get me wrong, but
no, it's Doritos Locos. Are not. I mean, I'm also not a Baja Blast person, so you know, maybe I'm just not made for Taco Bell anymore. There's too much sugar in it.
okay, let's move on to some pretzels. Nah, let's not. Doritos were enough. I don't know. I'm pretty I like my nacho.
Holy
my-
Warcocky. When the hell did Warcocky get here? Damn it.
See what happens when you don't pay attention?
I know. It's amazing. It's like Warcocky knows we were talking about him. You know, talking about his crotch earlier. Or occasionally gets a little bit of a saggy bottom.
watching Attack the Killer Donuts. I remember that movie.
It's only 4 years old.
Something about a giant donut just chasing you down the street.
If I remember correctly, and it's got to be a 70s or 80s movie, if I remember correctly. It's
Looks
an
like they
80s
made it in 2017.
I can still see the chick with the hair, and it's an 80s movie. The donut shop donut, you know, that goes above the store starts eating people or something.
Does that help you out there, Monkey? Or did you were you looking for something else that I was just
No, I'm good. I'm good.
That's crazy.
No. And that's a remake. I swear there's a 70s version of that.
missing? Jack of the Killer Tomatoes, that was the 70s version.
Yeah, that's old.
Mm-hmm.
Attack of the 50-foot stripper.
Yeah. Everybody's favorite killer clowns
That
from
was
outer
Thursday,
space.
wasn't
Maybe.
The Attack of the Killer Donut was came out at the same time as Earth Girls Are Easy.
it? No, that was in the 80s.
Yeah,
Earth Girls Were Easy was awesome.
Llama's been. I was gonna say Llama's been drinking, but that's true. So
yes, it is.
Llama has no concept of time.
I am getting a mild case of dementia, so shit that happened yesterday.
He's getting a mild case of lamentia. Lamentia.
Lamentia. Hey, there you go.
He's got a serious case of lamentia. Signs of lamentia include, but are not limited to, one's love of blue tape, the ability to make an SKR board go pop just by turning it on.
Yeah, that was Return of the Killer Tomato.
All right, I'm 1 for 2 so far. What's the next one?
You gotta say frickin' a lot.
Yeah, you gotta say frickin' a lot. You got your blue tape. You haven't blown up any SKR boards recently or lately or at all.
You have not been Llama approved if you have not blown up an SKR or an MKS board.
All right, I'm good.
Still have no idea how you did that.
I don't think that was me. I think that because that was the driver.
I wasn't the driver. You're the one driving. You plug the damn thing in. You're drunk on the road, swerving.
It's never Llama's fault.
Up to it, and the driver.
5 boards in a row will pop, all in a different place, and it's always the manufacturer's fault. Just ask Llama.
No. Actually, the SKR board that did the actual SKR, the first one I booted up, they admitted. They said that's definitely our fault and sent me a new one.
Llama, do you work for TH3D?
That's what's on this one. This has got the new SKR. I don't think I could work for him.
Spotted Cow. We all know what Spotted Cow is. Check your MOSFETs.
Is that the American version of Spotted Dick?
No.
No, Spotted Dick is sweet and tasty, and Spotted Cow gets you drunk.
Wild Turkey is where it's at.
Disagree.
Wild turkey. Wild turkey fuck you up.
Yeah, Wild Turkey will fuck you up.
That's what I'm saying. Wild turkey fuck you up. It ain't a matter of how nice. That's a wild turkey. It'll fuck you up. Both physically and mentally.
I love being me sometimes. Only sometimes, though.
Well, somebody
For
has.
Chris, though, I gotta give it all the downlighting that I can get. Right, like you need.
Yep, you gotta get right down on there.
Straight downlighting with a flashlight. There it is, right there, flashlight. Like
Mr. Polymate, sir, I will, or Paul, I should say. Yes, I am only currently going to have one printer available to do all that on, so I'm going to print the hard parts first. Right now, like I said, I've got the 2 big parts that I'm going to print the cone itself, and then I will switch over and do TPU, and fingers crossed that'll work out. And then it'll be time to place an order for some parts so that I can actually assemble said speaker.
Is that the same model, Jordan?
it's another one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got to compare them side by side.
Why would you do different?
I adjusted things in the slicer as I should.
Chris,
Well, Are
you still trying to get Chris's crotch to print?
No, it does print. It's all messy like it usually is in real life, right? Like I want to make them a nice clean crotch. No, but this is literally like the first starting of some actual printing with this printer so far after rebuilding it all. So I've got to get the extrusion multiplier right. And Belgian was complaining about his stringy legs, so I'm just trying something. It's definitely minimum layer cooling time because it gets perfectly fine as it gets higher up and it has more time to cool the layer. It's just it was whipping around so fast. So I just adjusted the cooling, minimum layer time, and adjusted the extrusion multiplier down a couple hairs. And then I'm just giving it a go.
Yeah, he's just trying to make
You knocked that thing down a couple C hairs, did you?
3 of the C hairs, in fact.
Good, good.
0.975.
Gotta knock down them sea hairs every now and then.
He's trying to get a spandex work hockey crotch instead of a sweatpants work hockey crotch.
No, yeah, you gotta, well, you just gotta take care of it.
He wants a nice, firm work hockey bottom. He doesn't want that like droopy, saggy bottom.
Work hockey and spandex.
No sloppy Wukaki.
Yeah, no sloppy
work hockey. Yeah.
Sloppy work hockey.
Hey, however, Mr. Travis, just so you know, earlier you had mentioned something about the work hockey cookout. As far as I know, or his gathering, as far as I know, he's pretty adamant about that happening. Now, if that happens, he needs to remember that that's how Murph started. So if Murph is any indication of what could happen, I hope his garage can hold 300 people.
I was gonna say, what? No one will show up.
No. If I remember right, the stories of Murph say that it originally started out as a group of guys hanging out, doing their thing, and 300 people showed up.
But I mean, nobody showed up this year.
Well, you can blame human malware for that one, because trust me, I was on the list of people to show up this year for the first time ever.
So was I.
Same.
I am just kind of pissy about that, because it's like the year I was going, and I actually had my wife interested in something that I was doing, and we were going to go, and then some idiot somewhere had to drop a vial of something that he shouldn't have, and now the whole world suffers.
I was going to go to Murph as well. That was going to be my year to do my thing that I do, and chat and hang out. And
I find it entertaining, though, because since it has not happened yet, I have had a chance to meet more of you guys through this lovely platform here. So it will make, when I do meet you guys, even that much more entertaining, because you're going to be like, holy hell, you weren't kidding there, Tubby, and you give me the old doughboy. Yeah, give me the old doughboy poke and see if I can let out a chuckle. As long as you're not John Mack, I probably will. If you're John Mack, my wife will probably smack you.
But then John Mack will have a chuckle when he pokes and goes, hee.
He'll poke me. He'll get a little chuckle. I'll giggle. My wife will slap him. He'll giggle again.
He'll poke you and then get ready for you to poke him. I love John Mack. He's good people.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's got to have a John Mack in their life.
I mean, how many other people join streams naked and not have a problem show? Like he just masterfully kept it on him the whole time.
Yeah, he was like,
you're not gonna see my ass. You're good. Like, good. Okay. There's no mirrors here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he's got his house laid out just right to walk stream, and he knows just the right places to walk where Little John won't be showing up, making an
Dan's a bit of a presumptive dick and thinks it's little. All right, we're still early stages, but that looks like a clean
that looks
crotch.
That looks like a good Warcocky crotch.
Hang on, let me see if I can get it from behind.
That is
a nice cocky crotch. Look at that thing.
And once again, we're all staring at Warcocky's crotch.
That's beautiful.
Good, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
The spandex crotch, all right.
No, that's a little bit of auto cooling, and all of a sudden it's just better. Like, I don't understand. The thing is that this profile that I'm using is built off of parts of it are from Belgium. I was having a hard time with the one that I did have, so I sniped up his. So I knew it needed some cleanup on aisle 7 because it just didn't look the way I wanted it to look. And this is plain gray filament.
Oh, come on, Chris. You're enjoying the intention. You love it when he reaches around from behind.
Well, I dropped him under the desk, so sucks to be him.
Little backdoor loving.
Whoa.
Backdoor monkey.
Yeah, a little dust in his crotch there. I had to blow it out for him.
You guys remember back in the day when they had the Trunk Monkey series?
Nope.
You guys remember seeing the Trunk Monkey ads?
Nope.
Really? How the hell do none of you guys know Trunk Monkey? That shit was hilarious.
I remember.
There you go. At least somebody does. Come on, Bob. You got to admit that was some funny shit.
It was.
It was back in the days when like everybody was starting to brag about car alarms. Car alarms were like the big thing. You had to have a car alarm. Well, there was these skits that they did where they did this thing called Trunk Monkey. So instead of having a car alarm, you would arm your car. What happens would be a monkey that lived in the trunk of your car. Somebody tried to break in your car, he'd climb out of the trunk with a crowbar and then beat the hell out of the guy. I find it entertaining, you know. I guess I take stupid humor to a whole new level. Is this thing on?
No.
Monkey just wants to be Lancelot Link. But he's just a monkey. He's not a chimp. That's probably before all you guys' time, huh? Any of you guys remember Lancelot Link, Super Chimp?
No.
No.
Now I guess I am dating myself. Look it up.
Wow.
What is it?
I mean, the things you do alone at night, you are definitely dating yourself.
Oh no, Lancelot Link was like a Saturday morning cartoon, but it wasn't a cartoon. It wasn't even stop motion. It was real live monkeys.
It was monkey motion.
No, it was just real live monkeys running around, and they just whatever the monkeys did, they kind of like made it the show.
That shit's copyrighted, man. You can't just take my shit and go with it.
Lancelot Link, Super Chimp.
I do not remember Lancelot Link.
I
Sorry.
watched that religiously every Saturday morning. It was real live monkeys, and they just ran around. And they made a show out of it. And he was a super
The
chimp.
best YouTube video you can ever look up. It's called Baby Monkey. It's or type in like Baby Monkey riding backwards. It's the greatest song on earth.
Yeah,
Monkey do.
Nope.
theme song
It's
there.
older than that, and it is awesome.
I'm not clicking on it because every time I click on a video, it plays just loud enough you guys can hear it. Because this lovely headset has an issue where I think the mic is not necessarily here so much as it's up here. And this is more or less just a channel to bring it up.
Jeff,
I haven't took the headphones apart to find out.
you must be old if you remember Lancelot Link. That
Way to
was so-
go, Llama. Just insult your audience. Way to go. That's going to get them coming back.
If they're Llama's audience, they know it's coming.
And they know he's coming because he yells blue tape.
Oh,
Monkey butt. Oh no, that's just monkey face.
BlueTapeLlama.com. For all your blue tape needs.
Llama.com. All right, I'm gonna have to like make a blue tape llama now.
Yep.
Do
You're
it.
gonna have to,
Make
Yeah,
a llama that dispenses blue tape.
yep.
I'm gonna make a llama.
Make it big enough that you can put a roll of blue tape in it, and there's a slot in the back of the llama that you can pull the blue tape out and cut it. Print a little like a little serrated blade edge to put in there, and
See, the problem there is then it has to
They
be
won't
6
pay
inches
attention.
wide.
yeah, that's a good sized llama.
Well, if I make it so you have like a dowel in the middle that the blue tape rides on, you can just like print a dowel extender on it, so you can make it as big or as wide as you want.
Or just use a bigger dowel if you're leaving the middle open completely.
It's a limo llama blue tape dispenser.
Yeah.
Work Hockey's already got your business plan all set up for you.
Yep. Pre-board SKR boards. Oh, don't forget printers made out of random parts and
Yeah.
gum.
You gotta have your hodgepodge. Your
Well,
hodgepodge
hodgepodge.
printer.
I got to start building the hodgepodge because obviously they're not going to send me anything. So I got to work around that. Holy just
Look, she wanted to be on the video.
cat.
Hey, look at that cat.
And I want that. I want a cat.
So, Dan,
Yes.
I must tell you, every time my wife sees that, she asks the question out loud, why is Dan playing with his pussy again?
Well,
You know, we
and
love
again, I
your
would
wife.
respond with because it's so cute and fluffy.
I think your wife is fantastic.
I agree. She bought me another printer.
What'd she get
She
you?
bought you another one, or just we're talking about the earlier one,
The second one that hasn't arrived yet.
the one that you're waiting for the frame with. Yes.
I've got the frame, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yes,
What's the other printer?
Another printer.
The same one you ordered, but a few days earlier.
So he'll get his like a month earlier than you'll get yours.
Yes, he will.
He ordered it like 3 days earlier, and he'll get it like a month earlier.
No, and it'll clear customs faster. Although I hear it's not too bad. It goes through fine over here. So,
But it's DHL shipping. So they'll say it'll arrive on a Thursday and it'll actually get here on Monday.
Yeah.
I paid a few bucks extra to get UPS because DHL would automatically charge me like $300 more just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, so did she.
Whereas UPS, the guy shows up, I say, hey, and he's like, hey, here's your package. And maybe there's a bill in the mail. Maybe there isn't. I don't know.
I don't know.
If there is, you pay it. If there isn't,
If there is, I pay it. If there isn't,
no need to worry. You know.
And I understand how frustrating that is. I just wish that the tracking would be accurate. If it's not going to be till Monday, just tell me that.
right.
Yeah, you can always there's this lovely thing called send an updated alert that just says, hey, package is being, post or delayed.
Just make the date that's going to be there. Don't try to make it look like a better date when it's really going to be later. Like FedEx delivered all this Wham Bam stuff, and they called me and left a voicemail saying I had to pay the duty fee before they'll deliver it. And I was like, oh, okay. It was only $15 in duty this time.
He said duty.
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 Fucking, I was just amazed.
Duty fee.
Why
does they just call it shit fee?
Duty fee.
You're being shit on.
What is the one item I have left to get? An ice cream sandwich. If I get the ice cream sandwich, I earn $10,000, but I don't believe it's real $10,000. No.
If you get $10,000 for an ice cream sandwich, sign me up, fat kid.
Yeah.
Hey, it's this stupid game I've been playing. It's this like Lucky Plinko game. And it's like, it's one of these ones where they make their money off the advertising. You just play the game, and then they might make you watch like 10 minutes worth of ads. And then you play for like 5 seconds, and you watch 10 more minutes worth of ads. Okay, whatever. I do dumber shit, so I figure why not? Just give me something to kill time. When I'm being irritating, I might as well every now and then take a moment from my being an ass and let you go.
I'm ready for a nap.
I think it's called bedtime, not napping.
Yeah,
it's pretty much napping.
Yeah, it's 20 to 11, Llama. What the hell are you still doing up?
12.
Oh, sorry, it's 20 to 12 for you. I'm sorry, I forgot.
You're love this freaking thing.
You're in that real world thing where you got the real time, not this fake
time zone.
Yeah. So again, I mean, what are you still doing up at damn near midnight? Isn't that going to mess with your? I think I mess with your 5 a.m. wake up and stream.
No, I'll still be up in
Long holiday, bro.
I love watching this thing move. It's like,
yes, Deltas. I have no desire for one other than just that. I want to sit there and just stare at it while it prints.
I have desire for a Delta, and at some point here in the near future, I'm going to be visiting a man about course.
They're cool. They're just not. There's no. Again, there's no advantage to the complication for me.
There's a massive advantage actually, but good for Llama.
Huh?
There's a massive advantage. I mean, the
What?
speed alone is.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it's a lot faster.
Do you know something we haven't done in a while? Now that I'm sitting here thinking about this, Mr. Warkaki, when are you going to host another fun?
Give your shit away stream.
No. The stupid the table games thing on stream on Steam.
Oh, Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah, when are we going to do that?
I have Jackbox 6 now, so that's always fun to play.
I don't really have anything. I just,
That's the. You ever done the Murder Mystery Party one or the Mystery Hotel or Murder Hotel trivia?
Yeah, Josh has done that a couple times.
Yeah, Josh does it.
See, we might have to do that because we have not done anything like that in a while. So I figure it would be one of the fun things to do. Watch out, daughter.
This thing's printing so fast. Too fast.
You gonna go get the babies? Look at him. Look. Oh, that's not him. That's her.
Hey, it's Fancy Mike.
What is Mike?
Mike.
You're up and available this evening too. Wow.
It's still early for him. He's an hour or two behind us.
Mike, it's the same time as I am.
Is he? Oh, I thought
He lives like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from me.
I thought it was farther.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, isn't it? I really never see like Mike on this late. That's why I was
Fancy Mike. He's a fancy guy.
I thought he was on the West Coast time zone.
No,
he's on the Monkey Canadian time zone.
that's right.
Yeah, he's on Monkey Canadian time.
Monkey Midland time zone.
Correct.
Monkey's got his own time zone.
Yeah, Monkey Midland time zone.
Yeah, I am fat enough. I also have my own gravity.
Wow.
Look at Mike giving you guys American reference points.
He's near Buffalo.
Such a nice Canadian.
He's one of those caring Canadians, not like Monkey.
I'm an hour and some change away from Detroit.
You're not farther away.
What's Detroit got?
Because you're outside of Chicago, right, Monkey? I mean, generally.
No, I'm an hour away from Detroit.
He is like
several.
He is several hours.
Cross
away
the border in Detroit, and then you drive down the road and you're here.
Pretty much, you drive down any road and you're there.
No, this one there's just one road. You just keep going straight from the border, straight on past to where, like, just down the main highway.
Yeah, and then you wind up near the town where he is at.
Correct.
Yes.
But if you get on the highway, which you basically have to when you cross the border, you can just drive the 402 up to the 401, and you end up getting onto the 403. They're just highways that connect, and you're at Mike's.
So what you're saying is, when I actually finally do get a chance to go up to the Canada land,
you're not welcome.
I need to avoid the Monkey House, but maybe visit the Mike House. Okay.
There's a couple of major problems.
Before you can even finish the sentence, you're not welcome.
Yeah, I won't go to the Monkey House.
Canadian saying that.
Which is kind of bad because Canadians are supposed to be like very friendly.
No, sorry, America. Canada's closed.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Come back later.
So I can't go see my mother-in-law, which pisses my wife right off.
Mm-hmm. This is where she should pull
But makes you pretty happy.
No, I like my in-laws.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but Canada's closed. Come back later, eh?
Keeps it all boot.
Speaking of gravity and freedom units, we're shooting Americans into space on Wednesday from American soil. First time since the space shuttle.
Oh yeah, is Elon's
shooting
a rocket?
boys. Yeah, he's shooting boys into space on Wednesday.
Yeah, they're going up to the space station, aren't they?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's Wednesday or something, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
When?
Yeah, there was,
like what time? Is it early morning and afternoon?
2
p.m. if I remember correctly. So
Yeah,
3
I think in the afternoon.
Hey, all I know is they were showing pictures of the rocket as it was making its way through the Panama Canal to get around to Florida.
Yeah. I like the way they stand it up now instead of doing like they used to do with the old Saturn V's and trying to roll them in already standing up. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Well, again, too, you got to remember Elon's rockets are a little different from what NASA's been using.
Yeah, no, I mean Saturn V is a little bigger too.
Yeah. I just love the fact that everything he does is big fucking, but he never uses big fucking.
Yeah.
You know, like the rockets or the it was like the BFR. It doesn't stand for big fucking rocket. It's the big Falcon rocket. And he's like, no, he means big fucking rocket. He just can't say it because they won't print articles saying, yeah, the big fucking rocket went up into space today. You know, or like the big fucking rocket blew up on the launch pad. They won't say shit like that in the news, and he knows it. So he just calls him Big Falcon so that he can get away with using BFR.
Yeah, he's pretty outspoken.
Yeah. I mean,
He's definitely a mad genius.
Yeah, I mean, it's like give the guy all the shit you want, but I mean, from his good old days back in PayPal to where he's at now,
yeah,
he's definitely
he's the lead engineer of these rockets. Like he actually like designed them, and he's never or anything for it.
The engineering.
But that's the thing is like rip on the guy all you want. He's accomplished a lot, regardless of how you feel about him and his companies. He's accomplished a lot. I do kind of think it is funny though that he owns one of the greenest companies and one of the least greenest companies. He's like, I'm going to launch a rocket into space. It's the amount of pollution.
10 tons of fuel in 3 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. The amount of pollution I'm going to dump into the sky right now is going to be compensated for by all the cars I'm going to put out.
Well,
not the lithium that's binds you to make the batteries, but the car itself.
And all of the other raw materials.
Yeah, exactly. Like the plastics, they are kind of a some of the metals and the smelting that goes on there.
Well, he's making his own steel now. He's making his own stainless steel for Starship and for his new cars. He doesn't have to outfit that at all anymore.
No. But again, these are all products that do need to be processed and turned into other things. So they do require some form of pollution to get them to where they're at. So. Yeah, but it's like I said though, it's funny to me that the man makes a rocket that just like spews, all this. It's like boom, it just forget about it. I just basically this rocket from the time it leaves the pad till the time it's out of orbit or till the rockets land back on the pad, I should say, they're just shitting on the ozone layer.
Actually, Dan, I think with what they're burning, it's probably not that bad.
Well, for the new rock, the Starship.
Also, the efficiency rating of that rocket.
Yeah, it's just methane and liquid oxygen for the not the Falcon. The Falcon is still using propane. But
I was gonna say I don't remember what the fuels were. I just know that burning massive amounts of anything tends to.
But if you maximize its efficiency rating to get the most burn out of it,
the Falcons are running the Merlin engines, and then the new Starships can be running their Raptors, which is the methane and liquid oxygen.
Okay. But
then the rockets are also reusable, so he's doing that too.
Exactly. I was going to say that's he can get a couple of launches out of those rockets without any issues. I mean, they got to be brought back down and cleaned up.
Yeah, but landing a fucking rocket is amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's no getting around that. He's doing the one thing that NASA couldn't figure out for how many years. Here he is. It's like, yep, they go up and then they come back down and sit on the pad, and then we just go out there and we pick them up, bring them back, throw a coat of polish on them, make sure nothing's broken, fill them back up and get them ready for round 2.
Even if they end up picking it back up and tearing it 100% down to the ground and rebuilding it, they've still saved all that raw material.
Yeah. Because you think about how many launches did NASA have back in the day where those rockets wound up where?
Do you know how much junk is floating around this planet right now?
Yeah, bottom of the ocean. So the ocean
There's a
itself is a giant.
ton of junk in space.
Oh yeah, well, not even just in space, but like even down here in the water, there's islands of garbage floating around in the ocean.
Yeah, but like
islands,
they have to plan space launches now around the junk in space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they need to be able to get out there without their rockets or their ships getting hit by this shit as it's floating past us.
But yet America has a force that's going to go up into space and take care of everything.
Hey man,
Yeah, it's called
the president.
And then they also stole the logo from, Star Trek.
Hey now, come on now, don't you go knocking our space force.
I'll stop knocking it as soon as we have one.
Well, you might have.
The
other thing is the designation. So they still haven't. They've shown what the uniform is, which is basically standard issue uniform with a different patch. Great. They've shown the flag now. I want to hear the designations. Is it like Space
Admiral Commander, first
or
officer.
is it like Space Commander? Is it like? Are you literally just going to put space in front of everything?
Yeah.
Are they Space Marines?
Space,
Are they
yeah.
Space Navy?
It would be interesting for a space Navy
Cadet.
because it'd be interesting to have your space seamen.
Because the thing is up until this point, the U.S. Air Force is the one that took care of space.
Oh man. Oh, crap.
Space seamen, come on. Gordon, space
No,
seamen.
I heard your space seaman,
For all the stupid things Trump's done, this
but
is
it just
not totally against because it will get our space programs back. NASA's gone pretty much defunct in the last.
But what do they say? Do they like when they get a job well done? Is it hoorah, hoorah, humru? Like I need to
Good
hear all the
job,
details.
seaman.
Like good job, seaman.
Space
Space cadets, space hookers,
Mhm.
rear admiral, space junkie.
Watch
like
out
I
for
want to
your
know.
space pirates.
Space. I was just gonna say space pirate.
Right? Are we worried about space pirates? Is the Space Force going to have cool ships like that we just didn't know about?
You know the stuff that Elon's working on? Yep, the government's going to figure out a way to take that from him. Yep, he's going to forget to pay taxes. They're going to take SpaceX from him.
They don't
Just
have to
wait.
find a way. They just make up a new tax.
Yeah, and Elon didn't pay it for the last 10 years. So guess what?
No,
the
it's
amount
just-
of money that's owed is what SpaceX is currently worth. So
No, they'll just eminent
absorb
domain that
SpaceX.
shit and problem solved.
Yep.
That's mine now.
Yeah, I don't see.
They'll take Tesla too, though, just for good measure. They'll take Tesla. They got to make it look good. Take one company, take them both.
Blows up when he stops being the engineer behind it. I mean, it blows up enough now. Space hobos.
Yeah, they stow away in the rockets.
And
They're
when
wearing scuba
does
masks.
when does the first inaugural Trump space golf course open?
On the moon. It'll be on the moon, and it'll probably be in like 2024, 2026.
Right. Like I
Yeah.
want to know these things.
You want to be careful on the back nine, though. If you hit that little embankment just right, forget about it. Your ball's gone forever. You ever wonder? I know they say it's possible.
Not
You ever
usually.
wonder, like, if you smack a golf ball, could you actually, at some point, would it ever actually re-enter Earth's atmosphere? If you hit it off the moon. I mean, it would never make it to the Earth's surface. We know
You'd have
that.
to have some
Burn up,
crazy ass good aim.
The moon does have gravity, though.
yeah, and you have to be able to hit it hard enough to get off that gravity. We know.
That's
So I'm
not-
saying, like,
But to try to drive it in a spacesuit, you ain't driving it in no spacesuit with enough velocity to get it off.
none of
It
this
might
new-
skip
none
up
of
the
this-
top, but then it
Yeah.
it might skip along the top of its atmosphere and come back down. Like you might be able to curve a ball,
maybe around the moon, kind of a thing. or at least
maybe.
not all the way around, but
Might be able to put it in a moon orbit with the right trajectory. Like wag it hard enough that it just goes into an orbit around the moon.
Could be, slow decaying golf ball orbit.
Yeah. Slow decaying golf ball orbit. And then the
And then
rocket take off and the thing crashes because the golf ball comes around and freaking smacks the rocket.
wait. I'm missing something here. Did they actually do that already, Mike?
Yes.
Am I-
But it was like mini golf. Like they
Oh,
Yeah, come on. It
Okay,
was the
see,
60s.
like,
And like,
I never. It was never something that clicked in my head.
they didn't
that-
send Tiger Woods to the moon.
No, God, no,
Could
no.
they?
I mean, that don't. Could they fit enough women in the rocket to go with him to keep him happy for the ride? I mean, Tiger Woods has an appetite, apparently. I mean, ask his wife or ex-wife or whatever she is. I mean, she obviously wasn't enough. How many women came forward back then?
I heard a comedian say something along the lines of, okay, he got caught with how many, but how many threw themselves at him? So he said no. How many times?
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever.
Llama, we can't all be Tiger Woods, man. It's not going to happen.
Nope. Nor do we need to. Nor do we want to.
I don't know.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind his bank account.
Yeah, I was going to say there are some things. I mean, like even after the whole thing and he lost all those sponsorships, he still managed to make a bit of a comeback there, and he still got himself.
Got Nike. That's all you need. You got Nike money.
Yep.
But he's got an ex-wife that knows he's got Nike money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And he's got a couple kids.
Jeff
He's got a couple
Bezos'
kids that
wife
also know he's got
divorces
Nike
him.
money.
Sorry, half of a couple $2 billion is still a couple $1 billion.
Yeah.
Actually, isn't he almost a trillionaire now?
I think
Personally,
he finally officially made it.
like
Yeah.
at that point, you could just shit on a bucket of money and be like, "Yep, that's the toilet now."
Yeah. When you get to that point in your life where when you drop a $20 bill and it costs you more money to go back and pick it up than it does to just leave it and keep walking.
Yeah, no, bending over is expensive. I am just walking away from that money.
I mean, like somebody figured that out though, that like they figured out how, like up to the second how much money Bill Gates was making back in the day. Up to just in general, like up to the second how much money he was making per second of his life. And they figured that if he had dropped a $20 bill, it would cost him more money to bend over and pick up that $20 bill than it was actually worth. So for it,
yeah, Bezos is probably dropping
just keep
cool
walking.
G's on the ground and still making like Bill Gates and Steve Bezos, like Jeff Bezos, they're like miles apart at this point. And
yeah, I mean, there was I don't know how true the story actually is, and you guys may have heard this one yourselves, but apparently there was a pizza place out there in the Redmond area. And one evening, Bill Gates and the guys were having one of their late evening meetings. I don't know what they were talking about. They're in one of these late evening meetings, and they decided they were all hungry, so they called this pizza place and ordered pizza. And when the pizza guy showed up, he walked up and the guy was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I don't have any money." He doesn't know who he's talking to. He's just talking to some guy. He's like, "I'm sorry, I don't have any cash on me. Is there any way I can just, write you a check?" And I guess the policy at this pizza place was no checks allowed. So he's like, "Okay, well, is there any way I can just can I just send the money? Can I just drop the cash off, later?" And the pizza guy's like, "I got to get paid, man. I can't just leave these pizzas." And it was a large order. Well, I guess they went back and forth for a while, and the guy ended up calling his boss at the pizza place, and the boss was like, "What's the issue?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, this guy's here. He wants me to just leave the pizzas. He doesn't want to pay for them." And the boss is like, "All right, let me talk to the guy." The guy gets on the phone. He's like, "Excuse me, sir. You can't just have the pizzas. We can't do that. That's not our practice." And the guy goes, "I'm sorry. Hi, this is Bill Gates." And the business owner's jaw, I guess, had like hit the floor, because here's Bill Gates telling the owner of this pizza shop, "Hey, I don't have cash on me, but I'm good for it. Can I just bring it by your place later? Or can I have someone run it by?" I guess was the way it went down was, can I have someone just drop cash off later at your place? So needless to say, that pizza guy left with no cash in hand, no tip, and the pizzas were left.
Do you know how many guys have done that since then, that their name is also Bill Gates, and they just like, "Yeah, I'm Bill Gates. I'm good for it. Trust me."
Oh yeah, no. I trust me. I found that story kind of entertaining, and I didn't know if it was. I don't know that it's actually true. No one's ever been able to verify it, but I've heard it, and I thought it was.
Did you pay attention to the chat though? Because Mike is sharing that Shepard shot a 1 mile shot on Apollo 14. Apparently.
Oh, nice. No, I did not, but that is entertaining. I mean, I can see where that would happen, because I mean, hell, you sit there and watch. I mean, what is the moon's gravitational pull again? Like, what's
small?
Yeah, I know it's
like 1/10 Earth or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I mean, I just remember that, like they said. I mean, obviously, if you do screw up on the moon, there is a chance that you could float out into space, but there's just a really good chance you're going to go real high and then come right back down. Not quickly, but you'll glide back down.
Anyway, on that note, I'm going to bed. I'm killing it.
Same thing, Llama Loops.
All right. Good night, Llama.
Fine.
Good night, guys.
Good
To all
night.
of you,
Enjoy your evening,
leaving,
holiday and all that freaking Memorial Day yeehaw stuff. And
enjoy your Memorial Day, gentlemen. I'm sure I'll see most of you throughout the day tomorrow.
yeah, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow morning.
You'll be up in the morning.
1440 thing tomorrow too.
Walking around.
Llama, look, I got the cup ready, man. I got my cup ready. Coffee with Llama in the morning.
All right. Good night, guys.
Folks.
Later.